Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I loved it.
My name's Jay Milne. #Blue.
Our sports update deliverer, the Coon.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid? You might be honest.
All right, here's what's going on in the nest.
Need some more coffee? Oilers game day. Is it the final one of the season? They will be taking on the Anaheim Ducks tonight, 8:20 p.m. officially for the face-off. Our continuing coverage here on Edmonton Sports Talk. We're with you until 6:30. That's a show extended by 30 minutes. Tom Gazzola has the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show from 6:30 to 8. He will be at the Ice House, right in the Ice District Plaza. And then he'll be on after the game as well. Will it be the postseason edition of the GCL Diesel Oil Stream postgame show? A lot to discuss, and here's the headline for the Edmonton Oilers. Connor McDavid did not take the morning skate, and he is a game-time decision. Same deal for Jason Dickinson. Now, my Wilkie intuition tells me that both of them will play, but I guess there's at least the possibility that one or both of them won't if they are game-time decisions. Connor Ingram is going to be the goaltender, not Iginla, as for some reason I just noticed I wrote on my notes.
What would make you...
How was Iginla in my head?
Wow, that's...
I guess I just wrote down the letter I. I must have been talking to someone at the same time. It will be Connor Ingram in net as the Oilers try to stay alive against the Anaheim Ducks. The Oilers won game one in this series. The Ducks have won 3 since then. What else tonight? Boston, Buffalo, so Boston can move on. Dallas, Minnesota are back in Dallas. CFL playoff format changes. We'll talk a bit about that a little bit later on. CFL draft is today. Trey Yasavage. Remember last year I kept calling him Le Savage?
Le Savage.
Like, even though I know it's Yasavage, it just sounds natural to say Le Savage. But he's going to pitch tonight against the Red Sox. We'll have updates on that one over the course of our show. So a lot to get to, but of course the focus will be the Oilers and their season on the line against the Anaheim Ducks. I do want to talk a bit about John Garrett, who has passed away, longtime NHL goaltender and broadcaster. I do remember John as a player, and then he was an outstanding broadcaster. I thought he was an excellent analyst. I thought he had a great sense of humor when he was both on the broadcasts, and I did get to interview him a few times, like not a ton, but he was on Inside Sports with me a few times. On when he would come to town with the Canucks, you'd have a brief chat with him at the morning skate or whatever. Very friendly guy, very personable, very genuine, and very very humble. Like a lot of hockey players are like this. If you ever wanted to hear what a bad goaltender John Garrett was, ask John Garrett. And I'm not saying that because he was a bad goaltender, because he wasn't. He played in the National Hockey League for a long time, but he was very humble. I remember interviewing him, and a lot of people of a certain age will remember this. The All-Star game in which he was poised to win a new car as the MVP, and then Wayne Gretzky went out and scored 4 goals in the third period, and almost literally snatched the keys out of John's hand. So once going into the All-Star game, I texted him. I was like, hey, I know you've told the story, but will you come on my... He's like, oh, yeah, Reid, I'll tell it, no problem. And then one of the best... And I almost hate to do this because John was one of those guys, if you got him to tell a story about himself, it usually was not kind of... I don't mean it wasn't a happy story, but... And I've said this before, Jay... Athletes are often more comfortable talking about parts of their career that didn't go well, as opposed to coming on your show and saying, oh, I was so great, a team I was on did this. And John, 1 year in the World Hockey Association, I believe he played for 4 different teams.
Yeah, it's his Minnesota Fighting Saints, Toronto Toros, Birmingham Bulls, New England Whalers.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I can't remember if that was all in the same year or not. But there was 1 year he played for. He was either 3 or 4 teams, and he told this story. And he got traded a couple times, and then he gets called into the GM's office again, and he's like, oh my God, I'm getting traded again. The team folded. And they got dispersed. So he was like, yeah, I keep changing teams. Like I get traded. And then one team I'm on folds in the middle of the season and I get claimed by a new team. He was really a joy to talk to, a joy to be around, a great part of the hockey community, an excellent broadcaster. He was still working games. He was working the Utah Vegas series with Harner Ryan Singh, and he's going to be missed. I mean, he kind of sort of semi-retired, I think, a year or two ago, but he was back doing some games this year. So John was a great guy, great broadcaster, and I'm going to miss the opportunities when I did get to talk to him.
Yeah, he was in Edmonton for a while, right? For a stint with. Would that have been with Bruce Buchanan?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, it was. I can't remember the exact timing, but yeah, you mostly associate him with the Canucks or
sure,
Hockey
now,
Night
yeah.
Canada. But
yeah. I remember growing up watching Oilers broadcasts, and he was the color analyst with Bruce Buchanan, who I thought was always a really good mix. But yeah, it's sad news for sure. And I don't know. I just not at home. He's on the road doing a game.
Yeah.
And for that to happen. So, yeah, thinking of the family for sure.
Yeah. Tough news for sure. John Garrett has passed away. We do have a game coming up tonight. It is your Edmonton Oilers against the Anaheim Ducks. Connor McDavid, Jason Dickinson, game time decisions. We didn't really get much else on that from Coach Knoblauch. I mean, what else is he going to say? McDavid is a finalist. So it's award season.
Don't do that.
Well, SZN, isn't that what the cool kids are doing? Or is that just for writing? Is you just write it that way, Coop? Do I still say season?
You still say season.
So if you handed me a strip of paper and said, a sheet of paper, I don't know why it would be a strip. Straight off the teletype.
Give me a strip of paper, boy.
Yeah. And it said, and you were like, hey, Reid, it's softball. And you wrote SZN, you would want me to say season.
Season, yes.
So where did SZN come from?
Just people being lazy? Trying to be efficient, I guess that's a better way to say it, with their typing.
Okay.
In text.
That's not efficient.
Why is it not efficient?
Because it's improper. Nothing improper can be efficient.
But if you understand it, it's not improper.
I don't.
Yeah. Anyway.
Learn.
I say season.
You learn.
You
can say season. I know what you mean when you say season.
They're announcing the award finalists in the National Hockey League. So the Ted Lindsay Award finalists today, the most valuable player is voted on by the players who play the game. So Connor McDavid was one of the finalists, one of the three. Who else was up there? Kucherov and Celebrini?
That young Celebrini kid,
all right.
Yeah.
And Leon Draisaitl today was asked about McDavid being a Lindsay finalist.
I mean, it's the least surprising thing that I've heard all morning.
I like that. I mean, he could have given an answer about how good he is and
he
what
deserves
he does on
it.
the power play.
It's good to be recognized by your peers. Nope.
I mean, it's the least surprising thing that I've heard all morning.
Maybe people can text us that too. A line that then we could play that clip after. Right? Or something like that.
Yeah. Well, that should go at Grumpy Cat says. That quote is going on the board. I don't know if he meant my quote where I said nothing improper can be efficient, but I think that should go up there with if you say so.
Yeah.
Like that can be used. We can use that.
We can use that.
I mean, it's the least surprising thing that I've heard all morning.
All right. Oilers and Ducks again, an 8:20 face-off at good old Rogers Place. We'll dive into this a lot, Jay. I am of the mindset that this is it tonight.
Yeah, good for you.
Thank you.
You're entitled to your opinion.
Well, I have many of them.
I'm glad. And that's why people love to listen to you, because you share your opinions. And I think that is probably the right way to look at this game, given the other games that have already been played. However, I'm still of the mindset that I think this team deserves the benefit of the doubt until, what do they say, the fat lady has sung?
I believe so, yes.
Right. Are you still allowed to say that?
Well, I think it's from opera, isn't it? Isn't that a term from the opera world?
But the series is not over. I don't know why anybody would count this team out. I understand Connor's, by all accounts, not 100%. Who knows who is 100% of their big dogs? But I just the stats from this series, the lopsided numbers that have presented themselves thus far. I don't know how long that can happen. Anaheim's been playing. I think Anaheim's been playing above their level, and the Oilers have not been playing up to their level. If that were to switch, not saying it has to, but if it were to, and the Oilers could put together a better game, a more consistent defensive game, big if, I understand, then this series is far from over. In fact, this Anaheim better not let the Oilers off the hook tonight. That's what I would say. Anaheim needs to close this out tonight. If you give the Oilers any life, that's a team that's been there and done it before. They've come from behind in series recently. So Anaheim needs to close this out tonight. If they don't, then this series is 100% back on.
Well, we'll discuss that. I don't feel that good about it. The way the series has gone.
Sure.
I think, and I know we'll get into this. I'll just say this to set up my thoughts for later because we have some other things to do here. I just think the change that needs to, the shift that needs to happen in favor of the Oilers is more dramatic than a lot of people think. Even though the games have been close, I think we've reached the point where really it's not that close. Jasmine in the Nasty Chat says, classic Reid, said that last year. You know when I said that, Jasmine? After Game 5 against Florida, I went on with Tom and I said, I think it's done. I don't think it's coming back to Edmonton. Because at that point, I said 8 of the last 9 regulation periods in that series had been dramatically in favor of the Florida Panthers.
Yep.
And Game 6 happened in Florida, and they dramatically dominated that game as well. But again, I'm going to give my reasons for this. That is a standard I always ask you as listeners to uphold. So, of course, I apply it to myself. If you have an opinion or a theory, back it up, and I will back it up.
Sure.
And I'm not saying that's going to change people's mind or make the optimistic people less optimistic, but I'm not just going to say that and act like, oh yeah, I just think this, so I want everybody else to think it. I will back it up. So we'll do that. And here's how you can get in touch with us. First of all, in the Nasty Chat, that's the chat stream going on YouTube. If you are on YouTube, it's pretty, or if you're not on YouTube, it's pretty easy to find us. The channel is Edmonton Sports Talk. Subscribe to Edmonton Sports Talk if you haven't already. And once you're watching this show, give us a thumbs up.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
And remember, we want to get to, hopefully, 155 thumbs. The first threshold is 100. Like the bare minimum is triple digits. But I think big playoff game day, Oilers season on the line. Let's get to 155. We're going to have comments, by the way, from more from Leon Draisaitl. He was much more talkative in his other clips today. Kris Knoblauch and Connor Murphy as well, who's always a pretty good quote. So we have the YouTube stream. Maybe you're on iHeartRadio. Maybe you're on TuneIn Radio. Those are excellent audio streaming apps. And make sure you let other people know how they can find Edmonton Sports Talk. If you'd like to email us, reid@edmontonsportstalk.com, jay@edmontonsportstalk.com are the emails. And, of course, as always, you can text us 780-218-9999, presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out the River Cree mobile app, free to download, get exclusive offers and promotions, get show tickets, make reservations for hotel rooms and restaurants, safe, secure, and easy to use. 780-218-9999 is how you text us. All right. We also have your afternoon headlines presented by 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today.
This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. Well, the locals are cooked with a loss tonight. Captain Connie and Jay Dickey didn't take the morning skate. The last time it looked this grim, a dinosaur said, "Hey, look, an asteroid." New playoff format in 3-down pigskin. Only one team won't get in. Hey, Jason Milne, is that a charity case in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? The Savage is back on the bump against the Red Sox. The last time I had Red Sox, I was stomping grapes. Hey, try the Cabernet. I'm Chet Palmer.
What Well done. That was very well written. I love the reference. What period was that? When the dinosaurs got eliminated.
Oh, let's look that up. When did the dinosaurs go extinct?
What period?
During the Cretaceous. Oh, no, that was the name of the event. So in what era did the dinosaurs go?
There was Mesozoic.
It was a long time ago.
I have a hard time remembering that far back.
Mesozoic era. It marked the conclusion of the Mesozoic era.
Okay.
When the last dinosaur died. I wonder if he was like,
I was right.
I wonder if the very last dinosaur was like, well, this is truly the end of an era. Poor bastard.
Hey, look, an asteroid. Oh, boy. Yeah, charity case in your pocket. Wow. We'll talk about that a bit later. Cabernet, are you a Cab Sav guy? You don't drink a lot of wine, I would imagine.
No. I like Cabernet for red. Cabernet's fine. I like Malbec. I like Shiraz. For white, I'm pretty standard. Just give me a nice crisp Chardonnay.
Yeah, Chardonnay.
That's all I need.
Cab Sav's nice. I like a Shiraz as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Full-bodied read.
That is your afternoon headlines presented by 100.3 The Bear. It is an Oilers game day. So for possibly the last time this hockey season, we have the Hudson's Canada's Pub mystery athlete of the game. Hudson's Canada's Pub featuring $10 tankards and $6 tequila shots. You can also grab the $23.99 adult Happy Meal featuring the drive-in burger, fries, choice of beer, and a limited edition hockey puck bottle opener. Book your reservation now at hudsonscanadaspub.com. So you're trying to win a $25 gift card to Hudson's. First correct answer, text it into the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. So we give clues throughout the show. And now, maximum 3 guesses per person, okay? And if you've won in the last 3 weeks, you're ineligible to win. Because we could get the same person winning every show.
We could.
The first clue is Pirates. The first clue is Pirates.
I think that's a giveaway.
Okay. We'll see. First clue, Pirates. Another clue probably around 4 o'clock.
Sure.
I have 5 clues written down. Hopefully somebody gets it before then. At 4 o'clock today, Shawn Belle's going to join us. Our colleague here at EST. He's on pre and post for the Oil Stream. You get him on Hello Hockey, other shows as well. And Tom Gazzola will check in from Ice District at around 5:40. And as I mentioned, clips from Knoblauch, Draisaitl, Connor Murphy. Neither Connor McDavid nor Jason Dickinson took the morning skate. They are both listed as game time decisions. So I'm not feeling great about the Oilers extending the season. I know that'll be a contentious point for some of you, but we'll dive into that. Jay's more on the other side of the fence. But it leads us to our off-topic topic for William Huff. Since 1952, since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best can be, is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536. All right. Tell us about the most pessimistic person you've ever known. Tell us about the Debbie Downer in your life, so to speak.
Oh, man. Can I okay. I'm just
you don't have to name names. You can tell us something about this person.
I had a friend who, jeez, this is so bad. Like, you'd be reminiscing about old times. And this person would always find a way to be like, oh, but did you hear about so-and-so? And it would be like, why? We're not even talking about this person. They
weren't even in the story.
No, it was just from that era.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, oh, yeah, did you hear what happened to their kid? And it's like, why are you doing this?
Right.
There's no reason to go that direction
right.
into darkness to change the course of this positive conversation. And it would just always happen. And so I don't really talk to that person anymore. And in fact, Reid, if I'm being very honest, I would prefer not to surround myself with pessimistic type people.
Well, I'm sorry you're stuck with me.
Yeah, you put on a bold face, my man, but I know where your real heart lies. Now, I can't. It's draining. Like if you're a woe is me, life.
Yeah, there's
Bills.
yeah, there's
Groceries.
like sometimes there's
Hey, man, everybody has that. Everybody has to go through life. It's a choice. So I shoo that style of person away as much as possible if I can control it.
Yeah. Well, there's a difference between sometimes people actually like, hey man, you're having a tough time. Like you can unload on me. That's different. We're talking about we're not talking about someone's going. We're talking about pessimism, where it's like anything that could possibly happen.
Like every time you say,
Like-
"Hey, how's it going?"
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Or if like from a sports standpoint, hey, the Oilers are down 3-1. The season might, like me saying the season might end tonight, actually is not pessimism.
that's realistic.
That could be a result of the game.
Well,
Pessimism would be if the Oilers were up 3-1 and somebody was like, yeah, but the season's over. Well, what?
yeah.
So, yeah, definitely. I think I've been exposed to a few pessimists, listener-wise, over the course of my career as a talk show host. Yeah, in my life, again, I don't know if I probably wouldn't keep that person in my life. Like, I guess I could think back to some colleagues where it's just like, well, I guess the store's going to close. Like, what? Like Blockbuster. Well, they'll probably shut us down. Like, what? Why? Like, well, there'll probably be a thing like streaming someday. What are you talking about?
Right. Well, I'm not surprised. Shaggy and St. Albert's getting a lot of love in the chat on our YouTube channel. And hey, that's I still don't know if that is a full on. That is what Shaggy and St. Albert thinks all the time. It would be amazing if one day we were to find out that it's a bit.
Oh, for sure, it's
Like,
a bit.
and
for sure. I'm positive it's a bit.
I don't know if it is full on 10 out of 10 to you because you do it well. EMG says the grass is greener. People can also be frustrating.
There's too much optimism.
So like,
That's not what we want to hear about today.
yeah.
There's too many things.
We want to hear about the biggest pessimist in your life.
Yeah, exactly. I knew a guy similar to you, Jay, in like high school when I was 15 or 16, where you just knew when you engage in a conversation with him, you'd come out of it being like, oh, like, great. Like it could be shining outside, but you're like, well, now everything sucks. Mm-hmm. And like I was good buddies with him, thought he was funny, but then after a while, I'm just like, yeah, I can't.
It can drain you.
can't.
It can drain you, right? Because then you find yourself having to pour into their life to try and get them up off the mat continually.
Yeah. He was like an Eeyore,
Yeah, well,
essentially. And not just that he was sad or anything. but he was-
Didn't Eeyore have a tail pinned onto his ass?
Yeah.
I would be miserable if I had a pin in my ass.
He might have had
all the
it
time.
the entire
Can you
day.
imagine sitting down and that pin gets shoved further into your bum?
Awanik, are you still here? Do you have that picture from that game of Eeyore? Did I show you that?
No.
Okay, we'll leave it for the time being in case we can't find it. Send it to Coob if you can isolate it, that Eeyore picture. All right. Yeah, it made me think of something that I did not think we'd be getting into today. So the off-topic topic for William Huff is tell us about the most pessimistic person you've ever known. Keep giving us the thumbs up if you're watching us on YouTube. Let's quickly get over 100 and then climb to 155. Shawn Belle coming up at 4 o'clock. You're going to hear from Draisaitl, from Knoblauch, from Connor Murphy. The Oilers are facing elimination tonight. That's neither a pessimistic nor an optimistic statement. That is a fact. If they lose tonight's game, their season will end. Same deal for Boston, right? I mean, Boston's done. And was it 2-2 Min and Dow?
Mindau.
Dead even. It's
Back in Dow? All right.
best of 3.
780-218-9999 is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Here comes the Coop.
The The Oilers have their backs up against the wall entering Game 5 against the Ducks, trailing 3-1 in the series. Connor McDavid, Jason Dickinson, both game-time decisions missing morning's skate today. Connor Ingram gets a nod in between the pipes. Join Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson as they tee things up during the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre-game show. Gazzola on location at the Canadian Ice House, both pre- and post-game coverage live from there. Tune in 6:30. We hit the airwaves for pregame right here on EST. Meanwhile, Minnesota Dallas meeting Game 5 of their series. They're tied after 4 games. Matt Zuccarello, game time decision for the Wild. And to the CFL, the league is expanding its playoff format starting in 2027, adding 8 total teams in the postseason. Round 1, two division showdowns and play-in games. Round 2 with a single elimination matchups, and the semis go after that before they round things out with the Grey Cup. On the court, 3 NBA matchups on tap. Spurs with another chance to close out the Blazers. Game 5 tonight. We also see New York and Atlanta hit the deck. That series tied after 2. To the majors, Red Sox, Jays A battle. Trey Savage, his season debut for Toronto. First pitch just after 5 o'clock. This sports update is brought to you by the Ranch Golf Club. The Ranch Golf Club delivers premier conditions, top-notch service, and unmatched value every round. It's why they're Alberta's top choice for corporate golf events. Visit theranchgolf.com today to find out more. More with Reid Wilkins and Jay Milne on the other side of the break here on Edmonton Sports Talk. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
2 guys and a goalie.
The Oilers losing in round 1 is better for this team in the long run. Hire it or fire it.
I'm going to hire it.
It sucks to say,
It
but
does. We've been waiting all year for them to show that championship pedigree. But you can't tell me a team that's only won 3 games in a row twice over the whole season is that team.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in-store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian-owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
Your home for great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
God, I wish I could meet somebody like you online. She's got me in the friend zone.
Don't miss Morgan Jay's musical comedy May 23rd. 9 p.m. show is sold out. Second 6 p.m. show added. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it. GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said great job? Happy hour. Your boss said per my last email. Ugh, emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
Coob's really owning it today. All right. Thanks a lot for joining us today. It will be Connor Ingram in goal. Here's Knoblauch.
Yeah, nothing against Jari. I thought he had a solid game the other night, but going down this last few weeks or months, Ingram's been our starter. He's been our guy. And now that our season's on the line, we felt that we would go with our guy.
We found through polling on this show and on the Nielsen show that most Oilers fans would start Ingram. I was maybe leaning towards Jari because I thought he had a pretty good game. I would say this. If the Oilers get solid goaltending, they will have a chance. But I don't think they've done enough to kind of help their goaltenders out in this series. We are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. I will be at the Ice House to go on the pregame show, which I'll probably grab some of the, what are they called again? I got to get the exact title. The spicy sriracha maple bacon wings.
You're going to go for round 2?
Yeah, well, this will be the third time I've had them because I got them on Saturday with mom and dad as well. So, yeah, but Brewhouse, I mean, it's great. Pat Keddy's a big friend of EST.
Good guy.
I'll say this. The great menu, I would still say the number one Wilkins recommendation would be the gyoza. I mean, you can't go wrong with anything, but I'd say if you got the gyoza, you'd be pretty happy.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get them tonight. No, I got to get the wings before they go away because they're just for April.
You do.
I got to get
And
them.
as you said, this might be the last time you're at the Ice House for the GCL Diesel pregame show.
Very well could be. In my own prediction.
In your world.
Yes.
Well, then I think you have
to. It could be.
Must.
I mean, even if you think the Oilers are going to win tonight, it could be the Oilers' last home game because they could lose Game 6.
I think if they win tonight, Reid.
Think we got a game Saturday?
I think we got a game Saturday. That's why I think this is such an important game, and I think the Oilers know it. Hobbled, be damned.
Okay, so here's part of my thinking.
Okay.
We talked yesterday, and we'll dive into some stuff again today about some of the numbers in this series, why Anaheim has been able to do what they've been able to do. But what are we talking about today? McDavid didn't take the morning skate, doesn't look healthy. When he's asked about injury, like after the last game, he's asked about being injured, and he's kind of like, oh, yeah, well, we're all trying really
Everyone's
hard.
injured, yeah.
And they're not acknowledging that he's injured, but they're not shooting it down either.
Sure.
They're not lying, but they're not telling the whole truth, I guess. So we know that. We know that Dickinson is banged up. We kind of have assumptions that Draisaitl isn't as close to 100% as you would like him to be. I know there's been less talk about Hyman. I don't think he looks like himself, quite frankly. I wonder if he's playing through something. I mean, he still works hard, but he just doesn't seem to have the impact that he's been having. So just that list, that's 4 really important players.
True.
Right? That's a third of your forwards who maybe are dealing with something. And, the Oilers have now become a perennial playoff team. Like 7 years in a row is pretty good in the playoffs, right? And, they've been to the Stanley Cup final a couple times. They've made it. They've won a round 4 consecutive years. 2020, they were out in that qualifying round of Chicago. 2021, they were out in the first round of the Jets. Then they win the first round 4 years in a row. They've been to the Western Conference final 3 of the last 4 seasons. And along the way, sometimes I think the injury situation has benefited the Edmonton Oilers. I'll even go back to 2017, which I know is not part of the 7-year span I'm talking about, but they get into the playoffs. They beat San Jose in 6 in the first round. Joe Thornton was playing on one leg. I mean, he had a pretty significant surgery after that season. Last year against Dallas, Rupe Hintz was not at 100%. He got hurt, and then Bouchard made sure he was still hurt when he
chopped him right on the top of the foot.
I mean, when the Oilers beat Calgary, was Chris Tanev not out or limited? I think he might have played a couple games. So, they've 1 year against LA. Drew Doughty didn't play the entire series. Now, injuries are part of the game, yada, yada, yada. But sometimes when you're in the playoffs every year, things catch up to you. And there have been some series in which maybe the Oilers have been the healthier team, or they've been the team who didn't have a big name on the injured list or hobbled. And yes, I know Draisaitl played with that high ankle sprain and things have happened. But if you look at the quality and the quantity of the players injured for the Oilers this season, maybe it's the law of averages a little bit. You know, Ken Holland used to say, you got to make the playoffs every year, right? And keep knocking on the door. And then hope that one year it's your year, the things that fall into place, which is fine. But sometimes you're in the playoffs every year, you keep knocking on the door. Some years you're going to be the team that doesn't have it on your side. And I just wonder if that's part of it this year. And I just look at what's happening this year. McDavid is not at 100, or like nobody's at 100%. But McDavid doesn't appear to be close to 100%. Draisaitl probably isn't. Hyman probably isn't. Dickinson probably isn't. I just don't know how they overcome all of that against a team playing with the energy and passion that the Ducks are playing with. So that's reason number one why I don't think the season gets extended tonight. That just health, energy, whatever's in the tank, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but if you want to use the law of averages discussion, then you also have to use that to the Oilers' benefit. The law of averages would suggest that their goaltenders are going to play better than an .850 save percentage, as they did in the regular season. Certainly Connor Ingram did. The law of averages would suggest that their penalty kill will not be 50%, as it has been thus far. The law of averages, you don't have to, you can look at the game logs. The power play was 100% last game, right? That seems to be turning around. So the law of averages might suggest that the Oilers, if they can take it the next step, which that's the question, Reid. Do they have it? I have a hard time believing in a must-win situation on home ice in Game 5 that the Oilers will just go out in a blowout fashion, like the Anaheim Ducks completely steamroll them. I have a hard time believing that based off the leadership of this team, based off that they've been there. A lot of players on Anaheim haven't, which is why if you're Anaheim and you do not finish the series off tonight, that would worry me as an Anaheim Ducks fan. This is the chance you have to cut them out and move on from the Edmonton Oilers. You do not want to give them life. And if the Oilers play a game similar to how they finished the regular season, now I know that's a different time, somewhat similar, they should be able to not only beat Anaheim, they should be able to control this game and force a Game 6.
Okay. I have trouble believing that the Oilers can really control a game the way it's gone for an extended period of time. I mean, of course, there's back and forth in any game and in any series. I mean, Game 1 was the closest. I mean, the Oilers were way better in the first period of Game 1 than Anaheim, and they were significantly better in the third period of Game 1. I mean, the Oilers out and out were the better team in that game.
Well, and they did it without their big players. Right?
No, that's fair.
So they've done it in the playoffs. They've done it without McDavid. Like, McDavid's been irrelevant this series. Pretty much.
By his standards.
Sure. By his superstar standards. Imagine if he chips in tonight like a McDavid should. I'm happy he was not on the ice. If you're an Oilers fan, you should be. Why are you having to prove anything in a morning skate? Take the day off. I don't know, whatever you're going to put on that thing or whatever, hot, icy, cold. You're going to
sort of a salve.
Some salve. You're going to rub on that. Give it all day to salve up.
Right.
You don't need to prove anything to anybody.
Sink in.
No, I think if the Oilers play like they can, and they haven't, that's why if you want to say, okay, well, what's going on with injuries and it's catching up with them and it's their time this year because they've been hit with the injury bug. I'd say look at that and say that Anaheim hasn't been that great. The Oilers have just been very bad in certain areas of the game and at certain times of the game. The Oilers hold on to a lead. This is a different series.
Yeah, but they can't, though. There's reasons they're not doing it. It's not random.
They have. They've done that. They've shown that they can. That's what I'm saying. I guess at the end of the day, my discussion is, or my reason why I don't think this series is over tonight, is that this team has shown they can win without their big players. They've shown that they can play defensively sound hockey, much more sound than they have been thus far. If that version of the Oilers shows up tonight, This game's going back to Anaheim, and if it goes back to Anaheim, I think it's coming back to Edmonton.
Well, I mean, I appreciate that. I do appreciate your optimism. I try to see it that way. I just have trouble seeing it that way. I do agree with you though that it would be nice to see the Ducks face adversity that lasted more than like half a period.
Sure.
If the Oilers could really
ramp it up,
could really ramp it up and make them feel a little bit of doubt or something like, oh, maybe this isn't our night, or like, oh, wow, now we like, and this is the thing, the Ducks as the season, and this is what I didn't foresee happening. I mean, I thought the Ducks could win this series. I think even me saying Oilers in 6, a lot of people said Oilers in 5 or even 4. I saw the Ducks as a more formidable opponent. But what I didn't see was the Ducks, like I've been saying, just being more in control and doing so many of the little things better than the Oilers. And this is why that last game was so critical, because I think if Edmonton, and I mean, I know the Ducks are a very good team and they're very unified, but I wonder if the Oilers could have won Game 4, if then maybe there would have been doubt for Anaheim. Because Anaheim could have said, like, man, oh man, like, after we were down 2-0, like we outplayed them and we still lost. Like, this is really hard. We've played as well as we can, and it's 2-2.
Right.
But Anaheim is so.
Have they had any pressure on them this
right?
series?
So I don't even know if an Oilers win tonight makes them feel doubt.
I do.
They're going home with a chance to win the series. They've won 2 at home already.
Then who's the pressure on? Anaheim. You're at home. Game 6. You can close out the series at home. Do you not think the pressure immediately shifts? They've already proven that they can beat the Oilers. The Oilers are now the team playing with house money because nobody expects them to carry this season, this playoff series on. I think if that game goes back to Anaheim, Anaheim would be the team under extreme pressure in front of their home crowd.
Well, I hope we find out.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about that. Coop, did you get a picture for Maddie? All right, so just before you put this up, so we've somehow Eeyore came up. And as most people know, you listen to the show regularly, or even if you tune in every once in a while, one of my hobbies is I like board games. And Jay can tell you, if I have a quiet minute at my desk, I often will just, like, and even Jay will be like, are you thinking of buying that game? I'll be like, you know what, I'm not, Jay. I just like reading about it.
Right.
I like knowing what ideas there are, what games are being invented or published. So there's a game, I don't know, it might be out yet. If not, it's coming out this year. So we were talking about Eeyore. So if you're on YouTube, we'll put up the picture. If not, we'll describe it. The game is called Winnie the Pooh Serious Detective. So there's a very, Winnie the Pooh kind of dressed as Sherlock Holmes-ish. In the background, look at Eeyore being grilled by Piglet. Seriously, if you're not on the YouTube stream, like if you're at your desk or you're driving, when you get home, Google Winnie the Pooh Serious Detective. It'll have a page on Board Game Geek, which is a site Jay now knows all too well. He didn't know it existed before he met me. So this is the cover box for the game. Like, Piglet is just taking it to Eeyore. Like, poor Eeyore. Eeyore, he's seen some stuff.
Eeyore is admitting guilt. He is admitting
or else
guilt.
He saw the crime, but it was like
and he
so
doesn't want to
grisly.
narc.
He's like, I can't even. Yeah.
Who's that lurking in the woods with the camera?
That's Tigger. I think that's supposed to be Tigger.
So Eeyore knows that Tigger did it. But Eeyore does not want to narc on his good buddy Tigger. And Tigger is there taking a photo of Eeyore to make sure Eeyore doesn't give up the goods. Eeyore knows either way, this is a lose. Look at that. That is a lose-lose. That is what a lose-lose situation looks like.
See, this is one of those games, Jay. You have to stop me from buying because I feel like I feel like I want to buy just to have the box, just so like I have people over, just so I have people over and they're like, oh, what's this game? Oh, well, look at the cover, and they'll be like, have you ever played it? No. It's like the plastic is still on it. It's just like
VR makes a good point. What if Eeyore is the victim?
I think Eeyore, or he's a witness, but he's having trouble talking about what he saw.
Yeah, the most suspicious character in this picture is definitely Tigger, with the scarf on in the background and the camera.
Oh. So somehow that got worked into our discussion on the huge game day here.
I have not seen this.
Hadn't I showed you that?
You did not show
I thought I showed you that. You would have been away that week,
must
actually.
have been away.
Because I definitely showed it to because when I go to, you must have been away. Because I think I went into a Wannock's office. I was like, I want to Google this. And he's like, okay.
It was at an Oilers game, he says.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
But like Iwanek doesn't laugh a lot. He doesn't find a lot of things funny. Even he was just like, what is going on with Eeyore?
This is sick. That is top tier.
Oh my goodness.
We need to get that game. That's a good summer idea. Reid and Jay play a round of a board game.
We could play it on air.
We could mount a camera up here, look down on the board as we move around the pieces.
Oh my goodness.
Why not?
Jen Cool in the Nasty Chat says you can never trust a bear who doesn't wear pants.
Good
LOL.
point.
Yeah. I think he wears pants in this game, though. They're a little more adult in there. Okay. All right, we got to do Jay's play of the day in a couple minutes. I'll give out the second clue in the Hudson's Canada's Pub mystery athlete of the game. Belzy's coming up at 4 o'clock, and Eeyore's sulking around the office somewhere, but I got to make sure he's okay. Here comes the coop.
The Oilers are down 3-1 to the Ducks entering Game 5 of their series. Connor McDavid, Jason Dickinson, both game-time decisions missing morning skate today. Connor Ingram gets a start with Tom Gazzola. Ben Thompson teeing things up during the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Gazzola has pre- and post-game coverage live from the Canadian Ice House. Tune in starting at 6:30 right here on EST. Meanwhile, Minnesota, Dallas, they meet in Game 5 of their series. They're tied after 4. Matt Zuccarello is a game-time decision, and Yakov Trenin is questionable for the Wild. Elsewhere, Buffalo can clinch a series win up 3-1 on Boston. Puck drop for that one at 5:30. In the CFL, the league is expanding its playoff format starting in 2027, introducing 8 teams. Round 1 with 2 division showdowns and play-in games. Round 2 as single elimination. Then it's on to the semis before they round out with the Grey Cup. NBA action. 3 games tonight. Spurs with another chance to close out the Blazers with Game 5 tonight. We also see New York and Atlanta hit the deck. That series tied to a side. To the majors, Jays Red Sox battle. Trey Savage starts for Toronto, making his season debut. First pitch just after 5 o'clock. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. From custom homes to small renovations, Edmonton's top builders and contractors rely on Paramount Flooring. Their in-house team handles everything from selections to completion, keeping projects on track and on time. Visit their showroom open 7 days a week or find them at ParamountFlooring.ca. The Reid Wilkins Show returns after a brief pause. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Oil Stream.
Is McDavid going to be held off the score sheet? Probably not, because it's so rare.
Surprised, buddy.
Yeah, there's so many elements to that game, like you were outlining, and then a few more, that it really wasn't a typical Oilers playoff game. And also the fact that the depth scoring got the job done for the Oilers is another sign it wasn't a typical Oilers playoff game.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
The Blue Jays are back for their 50th season. Whether you're swinging for the fences or tackling backyard spring projects, get the space you need with Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of the Toronto Blue Jays. Try 4 weeks free today. Visit sentinelstorage.ca for details.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Your home for great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
God, I wish I could meet somebody like you online. She's got me in the friend zone.
Don't miss Morgan Jay's musical comedy May 23rd. 9 p.m. show is sold out. Second 6 p.m. show added. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Google is
one shopper, finding something I never knew I needed. A jacket, a deal, one donor, letting go of something so someone else can move forward.
One program participant,
Learning.
Trying.
Building skills.
Building confidence.
Building a future.
One purchase. One donation.
One job. One choice.
Goodwill is
The power of one. The power of one. The power of one.
The power of one.
Goodwill Industries of Alberta. It all starts with one.
Playoffs don't care what day it is, and neither does the Canadian Brewhouse. Monday, we're packed. Wednesday, electric. Saturday, don't even ask. The Canadian Brewhouse is here for every game, every round, every minute of overtime, from puck drop to final buzzer. We are in this with you. Book your table, find your people, get loud. Don't miss out. Every game feels like a Saturday. This is our house, the Canadian Brewhouse.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation. With options for every style and budget, open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
All right, thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. Oilers Ducks tonight, so the official game time 8:20. So one of those slightly unusual game times as the Oilers try to stay alive against the Anaheim Ducks. The second clue, Hudson's Canada's Pub mystery athlete of the game. You're trying to win a $25 gift card to Hudson's Canada's Pub. We only accept guesses texted in to the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. And the second clue is Giants. So the first clue was Pirates, and the second clue is Giants. Trying to win a $25 gift card to Hudson's Canada's Pub.
Oh, this is too funny. Baggio says, did someone tell McDavid to put the bomb on? Who didn't tell him to put the bomb on? Don't tell him to put the bomb on.
What's that from?
You don't remember that?
No.
That was, Jackie Childs.
Is that from an episode of Winnie the Pooh?
Seinfeld. Who told you to put the bomb on?
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, he was representing Kramer. Kramer, I believe, had burnt himself.
That was the
from
guy they
coffee
based
spill.
on Johnny Cochran?
I think so.
Yeah, okay.
Who told you to put the bomb on?
That
good.
is funny. I don't remember that episode. I did like Seinfeld, but I don't remember everything.
Okay, read our River Cree Resort and Casino inbox is getting worked today.
With what?
Oh, just people's thoughts on the game. Okay, so here's a few. The Real Slim Davey says law of averages only works on a large sample. That being said, I think the Oilers win tonight and can come back in the series. Adam in Quebec.
I was giving the law of averages on a large sample. I went back to 2017. That's a lot of playoff hockey.
You were law of injury averages?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's caught up to them.
Adam in Quebec City, I appreciate that Jay has appointed himself as the morale booster, but I'm with Reid. The Oilers haven't shown prolonged periods of good play, which is true. I just think that Anaheim has been playing above their expectations and the Oilers have been playing far below theirs. Stanzi says, that a boy Milne, I believe too. Let's go. Oil. Timber Woodsman, half of the guys are playing hurt already. Why would you want them to win this series and prolong the injuries? What do you think of that? That's been something that's been discussed.
Okay, so I think there is, my feeling is from fans we've interacted with, both on the show and in our lives throughout much of the season, is that maybe this team's not good enough to win the Stanley Cup. And I do think there's probably a feeling out there that even if the Oilers were to win this round, they wouldn't survive much longer. So some people might think, now this is not how I feel. This is not why I'm saying that I think they're going to lose tonight. But some people might feel like maybe we just need to get it over with. This has been a tough season, kind of a halting season, sputtering, limited flashes of brilliance followed by flashes of not incompetence, but questionable play. Maybe it's just, if it ends, it's going to end. Doesn't matter if it ends April 28th or May 9th. It's not going to be end in a cup. So just end it.
Well, and despite how I feel about tonight's game, I must remind everyone, and I'm sure everyone collectively can remember, that at the start of this season, Reid, was it thought of as this team as, oh wow, this is the next iteration of a Stanley Cup final contender?
No.
Or was this looked at as, possibly a regroup year, step back, assess what you have, and then start building for the final 2 years of Connor's contract.
Yeah, sure. But then once you're in it, though, you want to win, right?
Of course.
Yeah,
and so do those players. That's the thing. Like, oh, they don't have it. They don't, they don't have the look in their eyes tonight. I don't buy that.
No, if you're playing, you want to win.
If you are a professional athlete and you step foot on that ice, you are giving it your all. And there's no time to think about, I'm not going to reach for that puck.
No.
I want to be in
playing
Barbados next week.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. It simply does not happen.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think the Oilers are giving it what they have, but what they have may not be as much as perhaps we would like. And there are also ebbs and flows too. I mean, streaks and slumps are a real thing. I mean, go back and look at the Ducks season. Didn't they go 3 weeks without a win at one point?
I think
or something
they've won
like
more games in the playoffs in the first round than they did the last 2 weeks of the regular season.
Right. So, yeah.
But okay. So that can flip too. Not saying it's going to, but this hasn't exactly been a normal series, I think, for both teams.
780-218-9999 is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. You can send us text messages there.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
Presented by Play Alberta. You can skip the flight to Vegas because jackpots are just a tap away. Experience all the thrills of the casino right from your phone with Play Alberta. Download the app today. You can also go to playalberta.ca. Don't forget, you can get your lottery tickets there.
Yes.
Yeah, I wonder if anybody did that today.
I did.
So did I.
For the first time. It's the first lottery ticket I've ever purchased in my life.
In your life?
In my life.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
And you know what,
Maybe
Reid?
it'll be the lucky one.
I got a good feeling about it.
Yeah, I got a really good feeling about it. I got about a 1 in 14 million.
We reviewed the numbers. They look good.
Oh, those numbers look good.
Those numbers
are
look
solid.
hot.
Those balls are ready to drop.
Bring those balls.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah. Give me all the balls.
You got to play of the day.
Yeah, right. Okay, look. When the Oilers are up against it in elimination games, particularly earlier than, say, a Game 7, they've got a good track record, Reid. 2017, they were down 3-2 to Anaheim. They won 7-1. 2022, down 3-2 to LA. Now, I'm not saying anything about the next game. I'm just saying about an elimination game early in the series.
Okay,
this is not that they went on to win the series. I'm just saying when they're up against it, they have the ability or have had the ability to win.
True.
And win big. They won 4-2. Down to Vancouver 3-2 in the series. Won 5-1. Down 3-0 against Florida. Won 8-1. Won 5-3. Won 5-1 to force a Game 7. They may not have the ability to finish out this series, Reid, but I like their chances tonight. Home ice. Don't forget, Jackson Lacombe has been the guy that has struck the fear of God into this Oilers team, seemingly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Oilers can control that tonight with their home ice advantage. I don't think this series is over yet. The Oilers also have a home record versus Pacific teams that in the regular season this year of 11-2-2. I'm taking the Oilers -1.5. Okay, so the Oilers to win by 2 or more goals. That has been boosted over at Play Alberta to +163. So head over to playalberta.ca, click on sports, click on ESC specials. You will see Jay's play of the day. Oilers -1.5 boosted to +163. And if you haven't yet, download the new Play Alberta app. You can get lottery tickets there.
Yep.
Did you hear? And Reid, always remember.
Sorry.
You go to play.
It's Jay. It's play. He's
we
Jay.
totally butchered
It's
that.
today.
Yeah, we'll be better tomorrow.
Play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
Presented by Play Alberta. All right, Shawn Belle is standing by. Here's the 4 o'clock break first.
The Lock Shop.
They've scored the first goal in 4 games. They've scored the first goal in every game. And they've blown 6 leads in 4 games. They can't kill penalties to help them keep the lead. And they decide to just mail it in and been outscored 9-4 in the second period of these games.
Well, let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. Let's take the Oilers to score first. That's a nice one to start things off in the Lock Shop.
Yes.
The second period is mysterious.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Wholesat, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Worksite ready, Western tough. Lamley's Workwear is calling all tradespeople, oil and gas crews, construction workers, farmers, and hard-working Canadians. Built for the job with quality craftsmanship, job site protection, and cowboy-worthy durability. Trusted brands like Airy at Work and Wrangler Rigs, designed for performance and all-day comfort on the toughest sites. No matter the season, Lamley's has the workwear you need. Shop the full range now at lamleys.com/work.
LAMMLES.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
The Oilers are on the brink of elimination, down 3-1 to the Ducks entering Game 5. Connor McDavid and Jason Dickinson are both game-time decisions for tonight. Connor Ingram gets a start in between the pipes. Catch Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson. They tease things up during the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Tommy on location during 4 pre- and post-game coverage at the Canadian Ice House. Tune in starting at 6:30 only on EST. Elsewhere, Minnesota, Dallas meet Game 5 of their series. They're tied after 4 games. Matt Zuccarello, a game-time decision, and Yakov Trenin, questionable for the Wild. Elsewhere, Buffalo can clinch a series win up 3-1 on Boston. Puck drop for that one goes at 5:30. In the CFL, the league is expanding its playoff format starting in 2027 with 8 teams. Round 1, it's a 2 division showdowns with playing games as well. Round 2, single elimination. Then it's off to the semis before they round things out with the Grey Cup. On the court, 3 NBA matchups. Spurs with another chance to close out their series against the Blazers. Game 5 tonight. New York and Atlanta, they hit the deck. That series tied at 2 aside. For the Jays, they battle the Red Sox. Trey Savage, his first start of the season for Toronto. First pitch just after 5 o'clock. I'm Zachary Kubich. That was your Sports Update. Hour 2 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
All right, neither Connor McDavid nor Jason Dickinson took the morning skate. They are both game-time decisions for tonight's showdown against the Anaheim Ducks. We can truly say it's a must-win for the Edmonton Oilers, because if they don't win, their season will come to an end. Ducks up 3-1 in the best of 7. Oilers took the first one. Ducks have won 3 in a row since then. We're with you until 6:30. Then it's the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show with Tom Gazzola and guests. One of them is going to join us in about 30 seconds. Then the game, 8:20 for the official puck drop. And then the postgame show, I'll be hopping on that for Reid's Read, presented by Ewell. Okay, let's go to the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Oil Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team. Fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. He's with Tom tonight. And, of course, you get him on Hello Hockey and other fine programs here at EST. It's our buddy Shawn Belle checking in. Hello, Bellsy.
What's going on, guys?
Oh, we're just hanging out, getting ready for the big game. Well, where are you outside? Where are you?
I'm outside enjoying the sun.
Oh, good. It's like little road hockey or just hanging outside?
Basically, I'm just hanging outside. Street hockey game just finished. Did Kubish lose a bet?
No, why do you ask?
Because what's going on with that?
My hair? You mean my luscious great haircut?
Like, you look more like a tennis ball than I've ever thought someone could.
Jeez, man. I don't know, man. It's nice and hot outside. I got to cool down a bit.
And then you fell in some dirt because you got like that little lip broom that just looks awful. Good for you.
Oh,
thank you.
We're cool.
Proud of you.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Thanks for checking in, Bellsy. We love having you. And, of course, I'll see you tonight, which will be fun. So here we go. McDavid and Dickinson game time decisions. I want to ask you something before we get into specifics. Can you take us through the day in the life of a player who shows up to the rink less than 100%, but maybe close enough to 100% that he's going to play? I mean, people have these images of getting put in a chamber all day or getting these big needles. Like, well, what is the day in the life of a player who's a game time decision?
Well, I'm going to assume it's Connor's ankle, so I'm just going to give you my perspective because one of my last years in North America, I had an ankle injury that only allowed me to play games, didn't practice at all. So all I basically did was show up at the rink, get on the trainer's table. I got a lot of Graston, which is essentially, you're getting a massage with like a metal object. Yeah, it hurts bad.
Yeah.
And so I'd get Graston basically every day. I'd get a massage on the ankle. Yeah, just staying off the ice to make sure that I got as much rest and my ankle got as much rest as possible before I played. So I played every game. But I didn't practice ever. And this was almost like for a month and a half. It was actually when I was with Colorado after leaving the Oilers organization.
So in the case of this, and yeah, you're right. I mean, we assume it's an ankle with McDavid. I mean, he does make that great rush in the third period, and we almost scored. And he had another one where he looked a little bit dangerous. So he has that in him, but is it to the point where he just has to, like, he can't do that all the time because it's too painful? But if you can go for it every once in a while and live with the pain, is that almost the situation?
Yeah, like I said, we don't know exactly what it is, but you can assume exactly what's going on. So, for a guy like him, he relies on his skating because he's one of the fastest players in the league. So every now and then you see him push it a little bit more, and he's probably feeling it at that point. But yeah, there's probably situations where he's just like, I can't do it. I mean, I think he got tangled up and he didn't really get hit, and he was limping off the ice, and that was only a couple games ago. So I do think that there's a significant injury there. I don't know what it is, but he's competitive enough that he wants to go, and you can see the spurts when he decides to get going, and that's probably when he feels the best.
Yeah, well, and probably the same situation with Dickinson. I mean, Kapanen let it slip that it was an ankle, though we suspected that injury, and Dickinson actually missed time in this series. So, and maybe we saw that from him too. Like, he had that first shift attempt that led to the goal in Game 3, and then it's kind of up and down the rest of the way. What about the players? Like, did they show up at the rink today and look each other in the eye and say, "Okay, like, this is it"? Did there need to be those types of discussions, or I mean, they all know what's on the line, don't they?
I think they just know what's on the line, and if you don't show up and play your game and have that commitment to the defensive game, you're done. And that's what it's been over the course of the series. Like, we can't sit here and blame the goaltending. The offense has actually been pretty good, but at the end of the day, their defense, their penalty kill, it's let them down. And so they know what they have to do. They've talked about it all year, how we are a good defensive team. We know when we have to play. Well, I guess right now is kind of the time to show up. Prove it. Because if you don't prove it, well, then you're going to be out. You're going to be golfing because thankfully, golf courses are opening up now.
Shawn Belle joining us here on the Reid Wilkins Show on the Oil Country Towing Video Hotline. Okay, the defensive awareness play of the Oilers has been a concern in this series, has gotten them into this position. There's been discussions prior leading into the playoffs. The Oilers will flip a switch when the playoff comes and boom, magically they'll play better. With their backs against the wall, can they flip a switch defensively, Belzy? Is this team right now capable of doing that?
You want to believe so, because you want to believe that, okay, when your back's up against the wall, you're gonna come out swinging and you're gonna provide your best game. That's what you hope. But at the end of the day, when you're in the playoffs, you already know that the margin of error is so small. You already know that you got to play at your best. You already know that you're playing against a team that is young, hungry, and is playing carefree. You're the favorite. So yeah, more pressure's on you. So if you're going to sit back and wait till the game where you're in your elimination game for you to show up, well, then that's probably an issue. So it's not like they don't know already. So can they play that particular game? I hope so. Can they do it for 3 games? I hope so. But I can't sit here and tell you, both you guys, definitively and say, man, I have a ton of faith that they're gonna clamp it down. It's a decision that these guys have to make, and if they make it, I do think they can win this particular game. But I honestly don't know, because in the playoffs they haven't shown that, and they've left their goaltenders out to dry. And personally, for me, it's like, giving up 34 and 39 shots respectively in a playoff game. That to me is unacceptable.
Who do you think, Belzy, as we approach, 4 hours away from game time, 4 hours and 8 minutes to be exact? Who do you think, on the Edmonton Oilers, needs to step up the most and play a meaningful role in tonight's game to get this to a Game 6?
I think Ryan Nugent-Hopkins needs to play a better game. I think Zach Hyman needs to play a better game. I think there's certain guys within that bottom 6 that need to step up and be difference makers. We talked about it on the post-game show, like who's that dog that is going to make an impact in the game. It doesn't have to always be the points. I don't need you to score, but I need you to go make a difference. And if that's running a defenseman, 10 times in a shift, well, then run a defenseman 10 times in a shift. I don't care what that looks like, but make an impact. So to me, I think there's, Nuge is a very important player on this particular team. I think Hyman's a very important player, but I think there's some depth guys that just need to be much better and stop waiting for somebody else to do it. They just got to go out and make a difference.
The goaltending decision, Ingram against Jari, does it? Of course, I don't want to say it doesn't matter, but I don't think that the 3-1 deficit is on the goaltending. What do you think of the decision to go with Ingram tonight, and would have you done anything different?
Reid, I would say it doesn't matter. And that's not me trying to throw shade or anything like that. I don't think the goaltenders have been the issue throughout this series. I think it's been their defensive game. I think it's been their power, their PK, and their bleeding chances, and they're giving up opportunities that most teams would never try to do. So if you look at the PK in itself, the amount of times that guys have time on the outside to set up their shot, and they're just picking their corners. Well, that's an issue. That's not necessarily the goaltenders. That's just you're playing passive defense. And this is just my standpoint, but I'd rather see them lose purely because they're way too aggressive than lose because they were passive and they're waiting for something to happen. Usually when you're playing aggressive, it's, hey, we're trying to force the issue. We're trying to be the best team and we're trying to push the pace. But when you're sitting back, it's almost the opposite of that. So for me, it's, Ingram, he's been great. He's been solid for most of the year. He's earned that net. But I don't think it really matters who's in net. The Oilers defense has to take care of business, and their PK has to get some kills.
Well, you know what, Belzy, and that's what I said after the games were all blending together here. Friday's game. Well, yeah, Ingram wound up giving up 6, and then there was an empty netter. 2 2-on-1s, 42 seconds apart.
Exactly.
I mean, sure, yes, you'd like a save. Yes, good goaltenders make difficult saves, but it's also don't give up 2 2-on-1s for 42 seconds apart.
Not in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Regular season on a Tuesday in February and you give that up, okay. we could probably talk about it and say, you probably shouldn't do that, but we'd be okay with it. In the playoffs, everything matters. Everything matters. So don't give up anything for free, because the minute you do that, it's going to end up in the back of your net, and then you're going to sit back and go, well, why did we lose that game? Well, it's because you don't play hard enough in the defensive end. You don't care enough about the details. That's the issue.
Before we let you go, I think I know what you're going to say, but it's a question worth asking. Who's been the biggest revelation on the Ducks for you in this series?
Well, I would have initially said it was Leo Carlsson, but like Jackson Lacombe has been unbelievable. He's been so good. We can sit back and talk about the fourth line of the Ducks, and sure, those are just hardworking guys. But when you look at the Ducks as a whole, Lacombe has been unreal. And people question, okay, well, did he deserve the money that he got in his extension? I think there's a lot of people that would argue that. But now when you're looking at it and you're watching him play, man, he's so good. He just makes a difference. He makes an impact every single time he's on the ice. And I think he's been an absolute revelation.
8 points in 4 games, plus 5. He's been solid. We're going to have a comment from Leon Draisaitl about Lacombe coming up here in the Oil Understood. All right, am I going to see you downtown tonight?
You'll see me downtown.
Looking forward to it, Bellsy. Thanks as always for hopping on. See you soon.
Always a pleasure, boys.
Shawn Belle on the Oil Country Towing video hotline, getting you ready for the Oilers and the Ducks. I know I bring up those two plays a lot, but I bring them up because those were self-inflicted wounds. I thought the Oilers did less of that in Game 4, but still didn't have the puck enough and still wound up losing in overtime. So, but as I always say, I know my stance is that the Oilers lose tonight, and I'll give a couple more reasons why I'm highly concerned about this game. But I know I'm also the first person who always says every game starts 0-0.
Yep.
Like if the last game was 10-1 for either team, okay, that game's over. The goals don't carry over. There's just a lot of trends that aren't going the Oilers' way. That's why I'm concerned. Like
it's hard to dispute that.
Like if the Oilers had outplayed the Ducks and then lost on an overtime goal like that, I would say, hey, you know what? The Ducks needed a fluky one to win.
Mm-hmm.
But the Ducks got a fluky one because they're doing all the right things and getting themselves in the proper positions and doing a lot of the things that the percentages should fall in their favor.
But I think it's thought that last game in Anaheim was probably the best game in total that the Oilers have put together this postseason. So maybe they can build off that.
All right, 780-218-9999 is how you text us. It's the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Big 20th birthday celebration this year for River Cree Resort and Casino, going on until October 26th. Over $1 million in prizes, 35 winners of $20,000 in casino free plays, 9 brand new cars, 56 winners of $1,000 in cash, rivercreeresort.com. You want another clue already?
Well, maybe not.
No, not yet.
Okay, Reid.
The next break, we'll do another clue. The 2 clues so far, Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game, Pirates, Giants. Those are the 2 clues.
Arr.
Yeah, remind me before the next break. We'll do another clue. We got comments coming up from Kris Knoblauch, from Leon Draisaitl, from Connor Murphy, as the Oilers try to stay alive tonight against the Anaheim Ducks. Here comes the Coop.
Do or die for the Oilers tonight at home against the Ducks, trailing 3-1 in their first round series. Connor McDavid and Jason Dickinson were both absent from morning skate game time decisions for the Oilers. Connor Ingram gets another start. Catch Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson for the GTL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Tommy has pre- and post-game coverage of the game live from the Canadian Ice House. Tune in at 6:30 right here on EST. Two other games on tap. Minnie and Dallas meet Game 5 of their series. They're tied through 4 games. Matt Zuccarello is a game-time decision, and Yakov Trenin is questionable for the Wild. Buffalo, they can clinch a series win of 3-1 over Boston. Puck drop for that at 5:30. And in the CFL, the league is expanding its playoff format to 8 teams starting in 2027. Round 1 will have 2 division showdowns and play-in games. Round 2, single elimination. Then it's off to the semis before they close out with the Grey Cup. On the court, 3 NBA matchups on tap. Celtics 76ers hit the hardwood. Philly trailing 3-1, and the Spurs with another chance to close out the Blazers in Game 5 tonight. To the majors, Jays Red Sox, they battle. Trey Savage making his season debut for TO. First pitch just after 5. This sports update is brought to you by Say the Reid Sport Medicine. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you've got a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call them at 780-460-9977 or visit their website at saythereidsportmed.ca to book an appointment today. Stay tuned here on Edmonton Sports Talk. You're locked in on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Bruce Boudreau.
All they have to do, let's win tomorrow, then put the pressure right back on Anaheim. Because when you go on the road in a Game 6 and you're behind, there's no pressure on you. You just play. I mean, the pressure's on them because if they lose, they know that they've got to come back to Edmonton for a Game 7. Trying to spin it positively, you got to make it believe that this is all possible.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. Oilers Ducks tonight, 8:20 for the puck drop at Old Rogers Place. Have a limerick here from Les, emailing Reid at edmontonsportstalk.com, Jay at edmontonsportstalk.com. Tonight, the Oilers are facing a must-win, much to the fans' chagrin. Series swing or fat lady sing, into the donkey shove the tailpin.
Very good.
Who are your?
I got another one here from Atif. An Oilers limerick. With McDavid's skill shining bright, they fought through each day and each night. But the Ducks, they persist. A playoff twist. Could the Oilers still rise for the fight?
Yeah, pretty good.
Very good.
Pretty good. Quite serious. Ooh, quite serious.
They should play
good,
that
but well written
in the intro, during the intro for tonight's game.
Yeah.
On the broadcast.
Instead of Creed? Oh, on the broadcast.
Yeah, they could be reading it with Creed over top.
Here's a turtle trying to shove that tailpin into Eeyore. Can't quite reach. Can't quite reach it.
Oh, Terry the turtle.
Oh my goodness. We haven't done a Name the Animal in a while. Maybe we'll have to try to do one tomorrow. 780-218-9999 River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. You can post in the nasty chat on YouTube. If you are taking us in on YouTube, do not delay. If you have not clicked the thumbs up button, please click it. 22 away from 100, and then we want to get to 100. And if you have already clicked the thumbs up, or once you click it, then click the share button and send the show link off to other people in your life and get them involved. We are getting you ready for the game right up until 8 o'clock tonight here on EST. We're extending our show until 6:30, and then Tom Gazzola takes over with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show from 6:30 to 8. I'll be going down to the Ice House for that. Oh, Tom's going to hop on this show as well. Just great community here at EST.
Yep. Just moving people around.
We really are. Shuffling the pieces on the chessboard.
Shuffling the deck.
Just like shuffleboard.
Just like
a giant shuffleboard.
Don't forget the salt.
Okay.
What? You need salt to make the little...
Oh, on a shuffleboard. Yeah, I was
yeah.
thinking like the standing one. Is that still... No, that's called...
That's something they do on a deck.
Yeah.
What is that called?
Is that still shuffleboard?
Ooh. It's on like the deck of a ship.
Yeah.
And they use those sticks.
Like they got like prongs on them and they push the big things.
Shuffle deck?
Maybe it's shuffle deck. Maybe it's deck board.
There's no salt involved there.
No, it's only on the...
Could be a casualty.
Well, you get it out of the water. Anyway, it's time for the Oil Understood for GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around. From turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors, they are the critical engine component experts. Proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, and now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel! Understood. Is that Piglet's voice?
Sure was.
Oh, bother. Wasn't that Piglet?
Oh, bother. He sounded like Les Ness.
Some team should play that when the other team scores. Oh, bother.
Oh, bother.
All right. Again, McDavid, Dickinson, game time decisions. They did not take the morning skate.
GTD.
So I'm going to guess this will be the lines to start the game. McDavid, Savoy, Hyman. Do you think they'll start that way? Or do you think they'll be Nugent Hopkins, McDavid, Hyman? I think if both McDavid, Dick, and Dickinson play, they go McDavid, Savoy, Hyman to start. Draisaitl, Putt-Coles, and Kapanen. Dickinson, Nuge, Roslovic, and then Szymanski, Doc, and Frederick. Lazar would be out because Doc's back. Now, at the skate, it was Nurse with Bouchard, Wallman with Murphy, Ekholm with Emberson. Knoblauch was asked about moving the deep pairings around.
I think there'll be a lot of mix and action with the defense, especially with some penalty kill rotation, stuff like that. So I think it was just more of getting guys used to playing with a different partner. And morning skate, it's not very much. We're not getting much out of that. Anyways, I don't think there's chemistry being built on that. But I think tonight there might be a little more mixing.
Well, you got to go with, I mean, there's no more room to see, like, well, we'll give them time to play their way out of it if guys are having a bad game. The PK, of course, has not been good. Where are the Ducks at on the power play? 50%?
Yeah.
2 for 4 last game, though Edmonton was 2 for 2. Edmonton's power play is doing a little bit better.
The power play is third ranked in the playoffs.
Right. The problem is the PK.
PK 16th.
One guy I like reading, Sunil Agnihotri. His website is thesuperfan.ca, so I'll give him credit. He posted something, it might have been last night, His headline was Edmonton's penalty kill was bound to break, and it's a good little look at the PK here. And oddly enough, Jay, he has some of the because he looks at the shot attempts and stuff like that too. Because the one thing I was looking at was, okay, after the trade deadline, the Oilers' PK was 10th in the NHL.
Yeah.
And that's when they brought in Dickinson and Murphy to hopefully help that unit. But Sunil wrote that if you actually look at the final part of the season, the Oilers were still giving up a ton of chances on the PK, that it wasn't, in his mind, really fixed. And, there's been a lot of talk about the Oilers' PK just being too passive, not covering, whether or not McDavid should be on there. I would hope that he's not tonight, especially if Dickinson is able to play. So I thought that was really, again, his website, probably a lot of people know it. It's just the superfan.ca. It's the lead article on there right now that perhaps that the PK wasn't doing very well. And again, this is perhaps another discussion about the coaching. Should they put more resources, more thought into fixing it? Or maybe they just thought, well, the Ducks power play hasn't beaten anybody all season long. Why is it going to beat us? But it's been torching the Oilers' PK.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know, Reid, is that more of a coaching style or a coaching philosophy heading into this series? Was to just bunch up the Oilers? Like, it seems like that Anaheim has far too much time and space on their power play.
Right.
Now, once again, I think that's something that you can adjust rather quickly. Go back to that Cutter Gauthier goal. I mean, he stepped in from the circle to the dot.
Yeah. Like no stick in the way.
Nothing there. Yeah. And of course, you're going to give an elite goal scorer a shot from there. Yeah, he's going to put it into about a 6-inch square.
Right.
Right above Tristan Jarry's shoulder. You just can't do that. Too much time and space. But whether that is something that they can adjust, and maybe Reid, as Knoblauch alluded to, that maybe that's the reason that they're trying some different pairings this skate this morning.
Yeah. Knoblauch also asked if Walman and Emberson are going to be on the PK.
Absolutely, both those guys can kill, and maybe Ekholm and Bouchard, maybe some 5-on-5 time, but Walman and Emberson, especially Emberson, who's been... that's been pretty much his chair. Like, he's been a very good penalty killer for us. Obviously, when you're getting Murphy, who's outstanding at that also, it's kind of pushed him out of the in that position. But I think we'll see more of Emberson killing tonight.
Well, yeah, anything they think is going to work. Another thing that frustrates me about the Oilers' PK, because how I say, they're so overpassing. Like, even on the penalty kill, when I feel as if when an Oiler gets a puck on the PK, instead of his first instinct being to slap it down the ice, who could I pass to?
Who could I spring?
Who could I maybe spring? Or who has a better angle? Just slam it off the boards.
Yep.
I mean, yes, sometimes the puck gets held in, but at least if you can't get called for icing. So if you slap it right where the blue line is painted on the boards, okay, maybe the defenseman's going to pin his legs against the wall. But more likely than not, if he does get something on it, he won't be able to control it.
Yes.
And it's probably 50-50 whether it's coming back into your end or squeaking through and going out to the neutral zone anyway. So sometimes that's frustrating. A player is, sometimes the Oilers might pick off a pass or get to a loose puck in the high slot. And instead of getting it out, it's like, who can I drop it to? Where's my other winger? Maybe we can get a 2-on-1. Just get it out of there.
Also known as simplify.
Yes. Well, but that's the whole thing about how the Oilers have played this series. It's been like they want it. They still want it fancy and maybe a little easy, and it hasn't been working for most of the series. So anyway, some thoughts there from Kris Knoblauch. Leon Draisaitl today. He was asked about Jackson Lacombe.
Well, I don't think that he's one of those guys like Makar where you gotta keep the puck away from him. He's just really solid and he makes the right plays more often than not, and he skates really well, defends really well, but he's not the flashy type. I don't think so. yeah, you gotta be aware when he's on the ice. You know, he does the right things most times, and when he has the puck in the offensive zone, you gotta be aware of him. Of course, that's like any skilled player.
Yeah, I think that's fair how Leon put that. He's not in the Makar category, but he's an excellent defenseman. I mean, just solid. Defends, gets the puck out, not flashy. I mean, he's gotten points, not by fancy behind-the-back passes, just by getting the puck to where it needs to be. I heard the guys on two guys today. It was Dustin and Joaquin Gage, two guys and a goalie Tuesday and Thursday, noon to 1 here on Edmonton Sports Talk. I think they did for their hired or fired for GS Construction. Well, Jackson Lacombe will win a Norris Trophy. His problem is he's in the era of Makar and now Schaefer and Quinn Hughes, right? And Werenski. It doesn't mean he can't win, but I mean Schaefer alone looks like he could dominate that category.
Yeah, but you know as well as anybody that those who vote on it don't like to run it back again and again and again, which is why Werenski's believed to probably be the odds-on favorite right now to win it this year.
Right.
But yeah, he's been fantastic, Reid. We both went over numbers yesterday, and Jackson Lacombe's numbers are outstanding. I mean, just the simple one for me is that none of Connor McDavid's 4 points have come with Jackson Lacombe on the ice. That says a lot. McDavid has not put up any points with him on the ice, and he plays a ton.
Yeah, Lacombe's been excellent. A lot for the Oilers to overcome in this series, and part of it is they got to stop beating themselves. Connor Murphy asked what the Oilers need to do tonight to stay alive.
I think our skill takes over when we have possession more, and when we're able to play with our speed up the ice and then create in their zone and get teams on their heels. So we haven't been able to do that as much, whether it's their forecheck getting on us or whether we're disconnected coming up or not getting our forecheck going. There's been different cases for all of it, but if we can get on our toes and get our speed and skill working and then create pressure on them and make them play in their heels more, it'll be better.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a formula, but the Ducks are stopping them from doing it a lot of the time. I mean, yeah, and I've been saying it, and I'll continue to say it because I believe it's a fact. The Anaheim Ducks are not a good defensive team. I mean, if you look at the number of goals the Oilers have scored in this series, it's acceptable after 4 games. Isn't it 15 goals in 4 games?
Correct.
3 on the power play. The rest have been even strength. That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
3 or 4 games, but the Oilers can't stop them. So yeah, you can get to the Ducks, but as he said, like playing on our toes or on our heels, and it's kind of this term I've been using for a lot of the series. Playing downhill or playing uphill. You've never really felt like the Ducks are on their heels, perhaps except for first period of game 1 and a lot of the third period in game 1. Other than that, it's been very limited where you felt like the Oilers have had any momentum, and even times the Oilers have scored, you've still felt like, how did that happen? Right. Even Bouchard's go-ahead goal in the last game. After that, pretty much all Anaheim, except for one spectacular rush for McDavid. So what Murphy is saying is accurate. And yes, that is what the Oilers need to do. But as we've talked about, there's reasons that the Oilers aren't able to do it. Anaheim appears quicker. Anaheim is playing more detailed hockey. They're doing things to prevent the Oilers from getting up the ice and getting into their end of the rink, which... Belsey made that comment about playing aggressive, and I almost feel like that was the Ducks' approach in this series. Okay, like if we try to defend, we're screwed.
Sure.
So we got to check in the other zones of the ice so we don't have to worry about being in our own end. And it's working.
Yeah, take what you do well already and make it better. And know that you're liable to give up plays, attacks in your own end, but the Oilers have not taken advantage of that, Reid. Like I went back and watched every goal from last night's 2 games: Flyers, Penguins, Vegas, and Utah. Most of those goals came from dumping the puck in, getting a hard forecheck going, and cycling the puck and working in the offensive zone. We have not seen any of that this series from the Oilers, anyhow.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's playoff hockey. Simplifies, get it in, make their defenders pay when they're back there so that come late in the game, some of this hard work might pay off.
And that's one thing I feel as if I feel that I've noticed from watching the other series. and it's specifically watching how the Oilers play, and I've talked about it all. A lot of us have talked about it all season long. Just those extra passes. I mean, that Tampa Bay Montreal game or series. I mean, that's an incredible series. But it's work to get the puck in, get it into the best shooting position you can, and then just fire it.
Yep.
Okay, I'm in the okay. Maybe it might get. I got to fire it. If it hits somebody on the way in, okay, we'll track down the rebound, or maybe it'll bounce to a place where we can get a goal.
It looks like playoff hockey,
right? And the Oilers, the Oilers have scored a couple of goals that way. I mean, it's the Kapanen goal to start the last game. I mean, to me, that's how they got to play: earn the zone the way Dickinson did, or by dumping it in. Get it to somebody. Wallman doesn't play with it, shoots it, hits somebody in front. It drops there for Kapanen. So it's like I've been saying, it looks like a lucky bounce, but really you've done a lot of good, hardworking, smart things that lead to that bounce. It doesn't always lead to that, but in that case it did. And that's what I think Anaheim is doing well. They're just kind of playing at this almost furious pace. And there comes a point where we got to shoot it. We got to get it as close to the net as possible. Whereas Edmonton's like, well,
one more pass.
Oh, that shot might get blocked. I don't know. It's not going to be a tap in.
Rim it around.
We better keep going here. So I hope we see that tonight. Now I also think the Ducks are doing things to prevent that. The Ducks are playing quick and they're playing dedicated.
Yep.
780-218-9999 is how you can text us. That is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. And of course, we got to thank Play Alberta for being the presenting sponsor of Edmonton Sports Talk. Experience all the excitement of the casino in the palm of your hand. Download the Play Alberta app today or go to playalberta.ca. What, again, sir, is Jason Milne's play of the day?
Head on over to playalberta.ca and you click on sports, click on EST specials. You'll see Jay's play of the day, Edmonton Oilers -1.5. So the Oilers to win by 2 or more goals. That has been boosted to +163.
All right. Well, again,
the I Still Believe parlay's up as well. Still.
What's that one again?
Oilers 4-3 series win. I believe you want to put that up yesterday, and that is +400.
Oh, right. That's for them to win the series.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, nothing wrong. Hey, nothing wrong with being optimistic. And as I always say, even though I'm predicting the Ducks close it out tonight, I know who I am and what I say on air. In any individual game, anything can happen. They all start 0-0. I've seen goofy things happen.
Yes.
And I don't even know if the Oilers winning tonight would be that goofy. To me, it might be unexpected. Certainly them winning the series at this point I would find highly unexpected, but I grant you it's got to start with one. Saskatoon Muncher in the Nazi chat. My grandpa used to always yell, "Shoot the puck" at my minor hockey games when you shouldn't be shooting the puck. The Oilers have now turned me into a shoot the puck guy. Well, I can see why. So here's okay, let's look at a couple plays. Game 3, Bouchard has the puck in the high slot, tries a pass, gets intercepted, 2-on-1, they score. Last game, gets the puck, high slot. Now, granted, that was a power play. Shoots the puck. Oh, he wires it in. I know it's not, the alignment wasn't that, but what if they just put everything near the net and said, hey, Anaheim, why don't you worry about this? One of the worst defensive teams in the league.
Yeah.
And again, the Stahl's save percentage is .878. I know Ingram's is worse. Ingram's also faced more shots. Like, if the Oilers could outshoot the Ducks, they're probably going to win because the Stahl's not doing anything special in the Anaheim net.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least make him do something special. Anyway, post in the Nasty Chat on YouTube. Keep giving us the thumbs up, or give us a thumbs up if you haven't already. I know there's a lot of nerves, I think, just playoff. We're at 99 thumbs, so let's get over 100, and then we can climb to our playoff goal of 155. Clue number 3 in the Hudson's Canada's Pub. Mystery athlete of the game. You're trying to win a $25 gift card to Hudson's. You must text in your guesses to the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. Clue number 3 is left, L-E-F-T. So the clues are Pirates, Giants, left. Those are the 3 clues. We haven't had a winner yet, obviously.
We have not.
You would have noticed it. And we'll see how many. Well, I prepared 5 clues. I think somebody will get it by then. I mean, very rarely have we had to go to an emergency clue. But if we have to, we have to. The 3 clues, Pirates, Giants, and left. Tom Gazzola is coming up between 5 and 6 o'clock. We have more clips from Murphy, Draisaitl, and Knoblauch. Here comes the Coop.
The Oilers trail 3-1 to the Ducks entering Game 5. Connor McDavid, Jason Dickinson, both game-time decisions for the contest tonight. Each player missing morning skate today. It's Connor Ingram in between the pipes, and you can catch Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson. They tee up the game during the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Tommy has pre- and post-game coverage live from the Canadian Ice House. Tune in starting at 6:30 only on EST. And now it's a best of 3 between Minnesota and Dallas. They face off 6 o'clock. Matt Zuccarello, game time decision. And Yakov Trenin is questionable for the Wild after that. Buffalo, they look to clinch their series against Boston, up 3-1 in the best of 7. Puck drop for that one at 5:30. To the CFL, the league is expanding its playoff format starting in 2027. Going with 8 of 9 teams. Round 1 will have 2 division showdowns and play-in games. Round 2 as single elimination. Then it's off to the semis before rounding things out with the Grey Cup. On the court, 3 NBA matchups on tap. Spurs with another chance to close out the Blazers Game 5 tonight. And in the majors, Jays Red Sox, they battle Trey Savage. His season debut for Toronto. First pitch just after 5 o'clock. Right now, there's 5 games live in the majors. Top of the third, runless. Rays and Guardians battling. And we also see the Cardinals up against the Pirates. They're scoreless early in the game. The Reid Wilkins Show returns here after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you in the loop.
EST Hangout.
You got a hold of me yesterday on short notice thinking, oh, we need somebody to fill this chair. Who has no life? Oh, Fergie. Yeah, we'll get him in here. So I'm just thinking, if you kind of had a lull in your programming or your availability.
Well, there might be one of those coming up depending on what happens tonight.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Moving to a new home sounds simple, but sometimes
we can't move it until when?
Life gets in the way. Whether you're downsizing or staging your house to sell, Sentinel Storage has affordable solutions at a store near you. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Goodwill is
one shopper, finding something I never knew I needed. A jacket, a deal, one donor, letting go of something so someone else can move forward.
One program participant,
learning,
trying,
building skills,
building confidence,
building a future.
One purchase, one donation,
one job, one choice.
Goodwill is
the power of one, the power of one, the power of one, the power of one.
Goodwill Industries of Alberta. It all starts with one.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
Moving to a new home sounds simple, but sometimes
we can't move it until when?
Life gets in the way. Whether you're downsizing or staging your house to sell, Sentinel Storage has affordable solutions at a store near you. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Yeah. It's the glue guy.
holding it down, you know the vibe. Friday night lights to early morning strides. Used to lace up the cleats, crowd screaming my name. Now I'm lacing up Nikes, but the hustle's the same. Studio lights, hot takes.
All right, thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. This is a song about Jason Milne. Sometimes you're singing the songs, or you have sung the songs.
I have.
This is what, the glue guy grind?
The glue guy grind.
From David Ewell?
Yeah. Our good friend, Davey Boy.
The presenting sponsor of Reid's Reid.
Yes.
Which will be
And
after
hour
the game
one
tonight.
Of the
that's right.
The Nielsen show.
Yeah. 6 is that's
with Lieutenant Eric.
That's that morning show.
That's that famous morning show.
Very famous. We are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. From puck drop, the final buzzer. The Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cold drinks, big screens, all the action is on at the Canadian Brewhouse. I will head there after this show concludes at 6:30. I'll go to the Ice House right downtown. Probably have some maple bacon, spicy sriracha wings. Do a pregame chat with Tom Gazzola. Head over to Rogers Place. Go up to media level. Bundle up. It's still cold up there.
Okay, let me ask you something. You just reminded me of something I wanted to talk to you about. Media level.
Yes. Level 8.
Level 8. Would you enter into the building the same way people going to the game would enter into the building? Like off of 104th
The outside, yes.
Yeah.
But then once I'm in the building, I go in through the security entrance by 104th Ave. Yeah.
To the left.
Left of the escalators.
Right.
Right.
Where you'd go to suite level or whatnot.
No, that's behind the glass doors there. The big glass windows and wall.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a media door between the escalators and that. There's a security door.
Okay.
That's where I go in, and I got to go through a scanner and all that stuff, and they search my bag, all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, has there been more attendance at media level?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Than the regular season?
Yeah, because there's more like Anaheim media here. Chris Johnston is here from Sportsnet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's more media than usual, but still not as much as
Chris Johnson, TSN.
Yeah, he's on with Dusty and Eric. Once a week.
Great guess. Okay, so there is more people there.
Yeah, but it's not like overrun, but there are more people for sure.
Still the same food?
They added a nacho bar.
Say what?
No, there's a media meal before the game downstairs in the media lounge. You have to pay for that. I rarely eat that, especially now that I've been going to the Ice House. Upstairs, there's usually Pizza 73 first intermission. They've added a nacho bar for the playoffs. And then in the past years, they've added a candy bar for round 2.
Well, here we go.
Yeah.
Round 2, Reid. Jalapenos? Salsa?
There are jalapenos and salsa and the orange plastic nacho dip. The very artificial nacho cheese dip, whatever it is. I had a few nacho chips because I was hungry last game.
Sure.
I might get a slice of pizza first intermission just to tide me over because you never know how late you're going to be.
True enough.
780-218-9999 River Crew Resort and Casino inbox. If you want to text us, you can email reid@edmontonsportstalk.com, jay@edmontonsportstalk.com. All right, we have hit the threshold of 100 thumbs. Paul Stanley, take it away. So we have still an hour and a half to get to 100 and... Thanks, Sammy. Appreciate that. Oh my goodness, that just makes me laugh every time. I don't know why.
So that's for those that don't know. That's the leader here at EST, Dustin Nielsen. His impression of Chewbacca.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad.
Like I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, it's acceptable.
It's pretty acceptable.
Dustin Nielsen, pretty acceptable. Will the Oilers be acceptable tonight? Can they keep their season going? Leon Draisaitl commenting on why they're trailing in the series.
I think it's just been like just minor little mistakes, it's just little things little details that slip away for 1 second and then they're capitalizing on it and they're doing a good job. They're dangerous, so we gotta keep focused for 60 minutes and stick with it and at the same time also we gotta push a little bit. So.
Yeah, I think that's fair for sure. Draisaitl was asked also about the Oilers not being healthy in this series.
I don't know. I mean, I think every team has things that they have to battle through, and obviously it's not ideal right now at the moment, but we got to find a way to grind through it, and we got to find a way to stick through it, and we'll look to do that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to say too. Again, you can almost read into what they're not saying with the injuries. I mean, they're not denying it, but what are you supposed to say? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we're hurt. We're probably going to lose. And as I was saying earlier, Leon knows they've played against other injured guys in the past. Leon knows he's played with an injury and they've won series.
Yep.
So there's only so much that they're going to say. Kris Knoblauch as well, a little bit on just the team's health and injuries.
Obviously, injuries are affecting how we're playing. Obviously, there's some, but there's a lot of teams that have injuries and they still continue to play well. And, I see some of the things that we're doing right now weren't the things that we're doing at the end of the season, regular season. Obviously, we're playing a team that's very committed, and playoff hockey is another level. Then maybe we're playing a team that was out of the playoffs or whatever the matter may be. I don't think we've seen the best out of our group, even though there's some circumstances and some guys that are not 100%, but I still think we've got a lot more.
All right, I think that's a fair way to put it. You can be hurt, but they're making other errors along the way. Knoblauch was also asked today, and you and I have talked about this, Jay, the stretch passes, the long passes, and I know it's a common tactic in the NHL. Oh, get it deep in your own end. The wingers aren't coming back. They're going to the far blue line. Try a long pass. Maybe it connects. If not, chip it in. And to be fair, the Oilers aren't the only team that does this. Mm-hmm. I mean, you see the Ducks do it. You do see it around the league. I do feel the Oilers maybe are a little too reliant on it or are trying it in situations in which they shouldn't try it. That's just my take on it. But here's a little more from Knoblauch.
Yeah, I think, there's times to use it and there's times not. When you have somebody stretching, at least pushes them back. And, whether you use them or not, it's often, if you do make that pass, it's can be a home run. It can be a breakaway. That very rarely happens and usually gets broken up and it ends up being a one-man forecheck. And it'd be nice to get more guys carrying that puck up together as a group, but this time everyone's back checking so well and getting above, and it's hard to making the pass to the forwards while you've either got a defenseman sitting on you or another forward. So sometimes, unfortunately, the only option that you have is to make that long stretch pass. So yeah, we'd like to get away from it, but often it's the only resource we have.
Okay, well, here's what I would question is what he said at the end. Sometimes it's the only option you have. If it's the only option you have is to make a stretch pass that's not going to result in a breakaway, then you need to come up with another option.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like saying, a team's run game in football is getting stuffed. And you're saying, yeah, but sometimes, running to the left side is the only option we have. Well, no, it isn't.
Adjust.
There's got to be more of an adjustment. And this is what I say, get people back. Use short passes to get the puck out.
Yeah, high percentage passes.
Now maybe it's too much to overhaul at this time of year. I don't know. But I just feel the Oilers are too reliant on that. These what can be lower percentage passes if other teams do a good job of taking it away. And what did I say? I said this a couple days ago. I can't remember if I was on with you or with Tom, Jay. It hasn't happened a ton, but I feel like it's happened more often than you will see. Usually when a defenseman goes behind his own net, it's kind of like, okay, reset. Maybe both teams are changing. The forechecking team is going to be like, okay, we'll set up our neutral zone trap or how we're going to check in the neutral zone. There have been times the Ducks forward has just gone. He's just like, fine. I know if I chase you from this side, you're going to go out the other side. But I feel as if the Ducks are saying, as long as we are pressuring the Oilers, we're doing something right.
Right.
As long as we're making them make a quick decision, we're doing something right.
That's a good point.
Because they're going to want to try some pass that maybe won't work. So, to me, the Oilers got to get more guys back to break the puck out and work it up the ice that way.
Well, and it's kind of the theme of why the Oilers are down right now. It's because they're not simplifying their game.
Yeah.
Simplify. Have puck support. Move your feet.
Yes. Well, that's Adam just put that in the nasty chat. If it's your only option, start moving your feet.
Yeah. Might help.
Or or like I say, make shorter passes. Like
support,
bring guys
support.
back.
Yes.
Like, and I don't think it's overhauling your offense or how you play with the puck. They're all in the NHL. They've all done this before. Like, it's not like 8-year-old hockey players and a coach says, "Okay, guys, start doing this now in the game," and they're like, "What, coach? What, coach? You didn't teach us this." you know, and then they can't do it. I mean, they should all be able to do it. Or you could also argue that the players could try it too.
And they're better.
They're also allowed to adjust on their own. So I think it's kind of everybody here.
They should know better, and they just need to simplify. Stop going for the home run every game or every, 2 or 3 breakouts.
Yeah, they got to put in the little details here to try to generate a little more offense. Portions of this hour presented by Lamley's. Built for the job, made with quality craftsmanship, and designed for job protection with cowboy-worthy durability, Lamley's workwear combines safety with all-day comfort, featuring brands like Ariat Work and Wrangler rigs designed to withstand tough conditions and deliver performance across every job site. Visit lamleys.com/work to see how Lamley's can make your workday better.
LAMMLES.
We hope we're making your workday better. We are extending this show by half an hour today. We're going to go until 6:30. We have more comments from after the Oilers morning skate. We have Tom Gazzola coming up. We have the 5 o'clock break and our precious friend, the Coop.
2 guys and a goalie.
The Oilers losing in round 1 is better for this team in the long run. Hire it or fire it.
I'm going to hire it.
It sucks to say,
it
but
does. We've been waiting all year for them to show that championship pedigree. But you can't tell me a team that's only won 3 games in a row twice over the whole season is that team.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said, great job. Happy hour. Your boss said, per my last email. Ugh. Emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
Your home for great performances is
the River Cree Resort and Casino.
God, I wish I could meet somebody like you online. She's got me in the friend zone.
Don't miss Morgan Jay's musical comedy May 23rd.
9 p.m. show is sold out.
Second 6 p.m. show added. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino.
Excitement? Bet on it.
The Blue Jays are back for their 50th season. Whether you're swinging for the fences or tackling backyard spring projects, get the space you need with Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of the Toronto Blue Jays. Try 4 weeks free today. Visit sentinelstorage.ca for details.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
The Oilers are in the hole, down 3-1 to the Ducks in their best-of-7 series. Connor McDavid, Jason Dickinson were absent from morning skate today. Both game-time decisions, with Connor Ingram suiting up in between the pipes. Join Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson on the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show as they tee up tonight's matchup. Tommy, has pre- and post-game coverage live from the Canadian Ice House. Tune in starting at 6:30 only on EST. Meanwhile, Buffalo can clinch a series win up 3-1 on Boston. Puck drop for that at 5:30 after that game. The Wild and Stars dance that series tied at 2 apiece. In the CFL, the league is expanding its playoff format to 8 teams. They'll start with 2 division showdowns and play-in games. Round 2 with single elimination contests, and it's the semis and Grey Cup. After that, these rules kick in for 2027. CFL will also start a little bit earlier in the regular season. Victoria Day weekend. On the court, 3 NBA matchups on tap. Celtics 76ers hit the hardwood in just a second. Philly trailing 3-1. And in the majors, the Jays Red Sox battle momentarily. Trey Savage starting for Toronto, making his season debut. Live now in baseball, a handful of games underway. Top of the 4th, runless Rays and Guardians in action. We also have the Orioles up 2-1 on the Astros midway through the 2nd. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. The 3rd hour of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
Must you click? Click. Must you click?
There is the world-famous Thumb Click remix is put together by Zachary Kubish. We need about 38 thumbs to get to our playoff threshold of 155. Hey, put out the good vibes. People are saying I'm putting out the bad vibes. I think I'm just putting out my honest. Well, I am putting out my honest vibes. They're just not. Yes. They're just not positive about the result of the game tonight. 8:20 is the official time for the face-off. Boston Buffalo starting. Pardon me. Boston Buffalo bottom of the hour, right, Coop?
Yeah.
Minnesota Dallas a little bit later on. So Jays got Blue Jays and the Red Sox on the screen here. Savage pitching for the first time this season for the Blue Jays.
Yes.
So that'll
season
be exciting.
Debut.
Red Sox did win 5-0 in the first game of this series yesterday. So we'll see if the Blue Jays are able to bounce back. He is Jason Milne. I am Reid Wilkins. We are with you 3 to 6 p.m. every weekday here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Extended coverage today. We're going to go until 6:30. And, of course, EST is presented by Play Alberta. Gaming made easy anytime, anywhere. With Play Alberta, you have a full casino experience right at your fingertips. You can play from your phone, your tablet, or your computer whenever, wherever works for you. You got the Play Alberta app. You got playalberta.ca and a lot of EST specials on the website, on the app, including Jay's Play of the Day.
Yes, if you go over to playalberta.ca, click on sports, click on EST specials, you'll see Jay's Play of the Day. Edmonton Oilers, Reid, -1.5.
So to win by at least 2 goals.
So if the Oilers win 23-2, this cashes.
They win 4-2, it cashes.
Yeah, that's a little boring, wouldn't you say? I'd say 23-2 is much more exciting.
That would be a hell of a game. That would be a night to remember.
Hey, I still stand by it. I said it earlier. I think this could be a little bit of a coming out party for the Oilers in terms of goal scoring.
I hope so.
Yeah, I really do. I could see this game going that way, but I could also see it going a few other ways. It just depends. Depends on what version of the Edmonton Oilers take the ice.
So what do you think? Okay, so look, everybody, I don't think I'm going to make anybody's head pop off by saying that I expect both McDavid and Dickinson to play, even though they're game time decisions. It's the playoffs. It's possibly the final game of the season. Neither guy wants to spend it in the press box, even if he's in pain, right?
Correct.
So we're assuming McDavid and Dickinson are going to play. How do you think they start the lines for the game? And now we know, and especially in a game like this, the blender is going to be out quick. Like if anybody's not going, he's sitting.
I think they start the game in a blender. I think Draisaitl's up with McDavid.
You think they start that way?
Nuclear.
Okay.
I do. Why not? They've done it before where they've been in tough situations and need to get back into a game. Well, they need to get back into a series. Why not?
So you think they're going to start McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman? And that's the line for the whole game, or McDavid and Draisaitl play on multiple lines?
I think they use more so Draisaitl, but yeah, why not play their 2 best players together and see what they can drum up, maybe get Connor going. I thought Leon's been playing better. Now he
that
has been
line's
driving
the best line,
right? So maybe they can handle that without Leon Draisaitl at center.
Well, Podkolzin and Kapanen have probably been the two best forwards.
Well, yes.
Which would be great if the other guy, like if Podkolzin and Kapanen were at that level, and Draisaitl and McDavid and Hyman were at their usual level, then it would be really good. I think they start. See, to me, the question is, where do they start Nugent Hopkins? I don't know if he's going to put Draisaitl and McDavid together a lot early in this game. I think Draisaitl's with Podkolzin and Kapanen. So then is it McDavid, Savoy, and Hyman, or is it McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and Hyman?
I don't think that Nugent Hopkins deserves to be there, Reid.
Or you think he's better off on a line with Dickinson?
Yes.
Dickinson, Nugent Hopkins, Roslovic, Szymanski, Doc, and Frederick.
Yes.
Okay.
That's just my thoughts.
Based on the morning skate, Nurse with Bouchard, Wallman with Murphy, Ekholm with Emerson on the back end, though Knoblauch did say that the pairings are going to shift a lot. Ingram back in net after Jari took the overtime loss in Game 4 a couple of days ago. We had Belzy on, and we were talking to him about stuff he went through when maybe he was playing injured or wasn't taking a lot of morning skates. What was this piece of metal or metal device? You kind of nodded when he brought it up.
Yeah, it kind of looks like some cases it looks like a knife. Sometimes it can, like, you could put your hands through it, and it comes around. It looks like you know when you're baking,
like a Klingon blade,
and like a Klingon blade, but it's got rounded edges, and it's meant to break down scar tissue. It's meant to just move the circulation, increase circulation around that area.
Okay.
Through intense pressure.
Okay.
Like it is not, you don't like it.
What part of your body did you have this on?
I had that on my hamstrings.
All right.
Yeah. And
because you were hurt or just to loosen them up?
They were tight.
Okay.
And I couldn't get over it. I tried a lot of different tactics. And this is something where they just rub it out.
Okay.
They're just trying to get circulation going back into that. And just really, if there is a tightness or a tweak, to try and push through it. Like, I don't know.
What's it called again? Sorry.
Well, we just called it a blade or a scraping tool, but
right.
I think it's gua sha, something like that.
All right.
But it's just a scraping tool. It is extremely painful. Well, oftentimes, like around your ankle, they're doing that. There's not a lot of muscle and meat there.
Well, yeah, like you're just right on it.
You're right on it, and it's yeah.
But you had it on your hamstrings.
Yep.
And it did help?
Oh, it
even though you were in immediate pain?
Short term.
Short term.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll definitely help.
So you would do it before a practice?
Before game, I wouldn't be practicing.
Oh, you didn't practice either.
Practice?
You knew the playbook.
Talking about practice?
Yeah. I heard that you were like so good, like it was like you just knew what the other play was coming.
I did. That's why my slow ass was so good, because I wasn't the fastest guy on the field, Reid. I had to be smart.
You had to get your ass into the right place.
Yeah, you can ask anybody I played with. I was not fast. Smart.
But you were smart and mean.
Smart and yes, I had a different tone on the football field.
You were a dog.
Oh. Dogs got to eat.
You certainly did. 780-218-9999 is how you can text us. That's the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. How about the Tap 25 special? 50% off all menu items at Tap 25. This is 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. rivercreeresort.com. 8:20 puck drop tonight. Oilers and Ducks. We had Leon Draisaitl, Connor Murphy, Kris Knoblauch, all answering some questions this morning. Knoblauch kind of giving you the keys for the game tonight.
Well, I think the start, and I think 3 of the 4 games we've had a pretty good start. We've had leads in every game. We just have to maintain that lead. I think a lot of it has to do with discipline, not taking unnecessary penalties, untimely penalties, allowing them to get back in the game. I think that's one thing, but we're not going to win this series in the first period or the first shift. It's going to take a little more than that. But all we can do tonight is for each player to win their shift, and hopefully we can win tonight and put a little bit of pressure on them going back into their building, and maybe they feel that that's a must-win game for them. But as you said, it's just one game at a time.
Well, stay out of the box. I mean, we have seen some borderline foolish penalties, unnecessary penalties by the Oilers in this series.
Szymanski's committed 2.
Right. And as much as I've said to... As much as I've I have criticized the Oilers' 5-on-5 play and decision-making, they are outscoring the Ducks 5-on-5 in the series. It's only by a goal, but they are doing it. I'm not counting the empty netters. The special teams is 7-3 in favor of the Ducks. 6 power play goals, 1 shorthanded goal, and 3 power play goals for the Oilers. So, as much as we can say 5-on-5, stay out of the box. Don't give the Ducks power play opportunities. That might help.
Oh, we've got a real original here. Mr. Public Pain in the chat.
Oh, wow. He's coming in hard.
I mean, come on. Like, Reid, did you see what he did? He or she. You know how it's EST?
Yeah.
Edmonton Sports Talk.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Public Pain. I mean, hey, good for you.
Yeah.
Wow. Edmonton sucks talk.
I can't imagine how you'd come up with that. Yeah.
You, my friend, have won the day.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Edmonton sucks talk. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Thanks for giving me a good laugh.
Yeah, pretty good.
Wow.
Probably a Canucks fan. That's generally what happens. But congratulations.
Oh, we took the bait, Reid. Well, Mr. Public Pain must not listen to the show that much.
Yeah.
We often take the bait willingly. Just to get closer to you.
All right. 780-218-9999 is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. And we are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. I'll be heading to the Ice House downtown after this game. The Canadian Brewhouse, catch every hockey playoff moment at the Canadian Brewhouse, the loudest place outside the arena with TVs at every turn. The Canadian Brewhouse, our house is your house. Okay, Tom Gazzola is coming up in about 20 minutes. What does Savage gave up a hit in the first inning, but nothing else for the Red Sox. So bottom of the first there. Boston Buffalo starting at the bottom of the hour. Minnesota Dallas also on the docket tonight. Did you get to watch anything last night? I got to see a little bit of Pittsburgh, Philly, and then quite a bit of Utah, Vegas. There's a lot of energy in that series.
That building, what a vibe. What do they say when they score? Hey, Mammoth. Hey.
I'm not
like
sure.
That?
I just hear the hey, but
it's
I can't
really
hear.
cool. I heard somewhere today, maybe it was even on the Hangout, or maybe Huss was saying it on Lock Shop, that somebody that's been going to sporting events at the Delta Center for 40 plus years said that was the most energy that building has ever had. And you're talking NBA finals. And that building erupted like none other last night. Pretty cool. And they came back really quick. Yeah. I mean, those 2 goals they got
was
to
exciting.
score 3-2. That was fantastic.
And then there was the Eichel offside that negated the what could have been a game-winning goal for Vegas. They came back and won it anyway. That's been a really exciting series. The off-topic topic for William Huff, we had a few submissions earlier. We'll go back to this. Tell us about the most pessimistic person you've ever known. That's good. As we get you ready for the Oilers facing elimination tonight. And we do have clue number 4 in our Hudson's Canada's Pub Mystery Athlete of the Game. You're trying to win a $25 gift card to Hudson's Canada's Pub. You must text in your guesses to the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. Clue number 4 is Leduc. So the clues are Pirates, Giants, Left, and Leduc. All right, first correct answer, text it in. Now, remember, maximum 3 guesses per person. But maybe we're going to start getting more guesses here. Pirates, Giants, Left, and Leduc are your clues so far. We got a 5th clue if we need it. 18 after 5, buying or selling for Damon Bunting coming up. We're about 3 hours away from the start of the Oilers game. Here comes the Coop.
Rogers Place, the Oilers and Ducks hit the ice. Edmonton trailing 3-1 in the series. Connor McDavid, Jason Dickinson, both game-time decisions. Connor Ingram sneaks back in between the pipes. Join Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson on the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pre-game shows. They tee up tonight's matchup. Tommy on location at the Canadian Ice House for both pre- and post-game coverage. They hit the airwaves starting at 6:30 only on EST. Meanwhile, Buffalo, they can clinch a series win up 3-1 on Boston. Puck drop goes in about 10 minutes. After that, the Wild and Stars dance. That series tied 1 apiece. In other news, the CFL is expanding their playoff format in 2027 to 8 teams. They'll start with 2 division showdowns and playing games. Round 2 with single elimination. Then it's the semis and Grey Cup after that. On the court, 3 NBA matchups on tap. Live now. Game 5, Boston, Philly, with the 76ers up 10-6 midway through the opening frame. Boston leads the series 3-1. And at 6, the Hawks and Knicks hit the hardwood. Game 5, that series tied at 2 apiece. To the majors, the Jays in action against the Red Sox. End of the first inning. Runless game. The Red Sox up to bat next. And around the majors, the Rays, Guardians, runless, top of the 5th. We also see the Pirates trailing the Cardinals 3-0, top of the 3rd. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since '93. They have doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, they have plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff today at Windsor Plywood Leduc. The Reid Wilkins Show rolls on following the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
One shopper. Finding something I never knew I needed. A jacket. A deal. One donor. Letting go of something so someone else can move forward.
One program participant.
Learning.
Trying.
Building skills.
Building confidence.
Building a future.
One purchase. One donation.
One job. One choice.
Goodwill is
The power of one. The power of one. The power of one.
The power of one.
Goodwill Industries of Alberta. It all starts with one.
The Oil Stream.
Is McDavid going to be held off the score sheet? Probably not, because it's so rare.
Surprised, buddy.
Yeah, there's so many elements to that game, like you were outlining, and then a few more, that it really wasn't a typical Oilers playoff game. And also the fact that the depth scoring got the job done for the Oilers is another sign it wasn't a typical Oilers playoff game.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
The Canadian Brewhouse is not a quiet place to watch the game. We're a goal horn blaring, tankard raising, stranger hugging, lose your voice kind of a place. No inside voices, no empty seats, no bad angles. Just playoff hockey, the way it's supposed to feel. With your friends, the ones you brought and the ones you just met. If you want quiet, stay home. If you want to feel it, book your spot now in the loudest room in the city. This is our house, the Canadian Brewhouse.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know. Thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. Oilers and Ducks tonight at Rogers Place, 8:20, the official face-off time. Neither Connor McDavid nor Jason Dickinson took the morning skate, both listed as game time decisions. All right, we do have a winner. Hudson's Canada's Pub mystery athlete of the game. The $25 gift card is going to
Mike outside of Edmonton. Now, can I just say one thing, Reid?
Yes.
Mike outside of Edmonton got this before you gave the fourth clue.
Oh, good. Okay.
I did not want to interrupt our conversation that was going on because I said, okay, we got a winner.
Right.
And then you went into the fourth clue, and I said, well, it doesn't really matter. But bonus points to Big Uke, Nash in Whitecourt, Roberto Jen. They all got it after the fourth clue, but Mike outside of Edmonton.
Pretty
after
good to
the
get
third.
it because I thought after the fourth clue, people would start getting it.
You predicted that.
So the first clue was Pirates. This person played for the Portland Pirates in the American Hockey League from 2012 to 2015. The second clue was Giants. And he played for the Vancouver Giants in the Western Hockey League from 2010 to 2012. The third clue was left. This person shoots left. Leduc grew up in Leduc, even played for the Leduc Oil Kings minor hockey. The fifth clue, if we would have needed it, was Hurricanes. It's Jordan Martinook.
Yeah, that's a good question, Mex. Is outside of Edmonton Leduc? Mike outside of Edmonton.
Well, Leduc would not be in Edmonton. It'd be
It's
very close
outside.
to Edmonton, but it
Correct.
is outside of Edmonton.
I believe Mike outside of Edmonton is east of Edmonton, if I can recall.
Well, technically, most of the world is outside of Edmonton. He could be anywhere.
99.999999999% of the world is outside of Edmonton.
Yeah, so he could be anywhere. Doesn't really narrow it down.
Guess what I saw today driving in?
A meteor.
No, the Google Maps car.
Oh, really?
Yes. I was driving on the Yellowhead Inn, and it was on a side road. So I slowed down, and it was probably going 50. So there was no traffic around me on the Yellowhead east of Sherwood Park. So I slowed down to 50, and I waved at it.
Oh,
so I know exactly where I was.
So you might be on there eventually.
I just wonder how long it takes to kick that
Yeah, how often
information
do they
up
update it?
to the server.
Yeah, that's a good question.
So you might see me on Yellowhead and Range Road 223 waving at the Google Maps car. Wouldn't that
neat.
be something?
That would be pretty cool.
Is it? You'd think in this day of age, Reid, day and age.
On the street view, I guess that would be, right?
Yeah, that it would be uploaded instantaneously.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Mike outside of Edmonton says Westlock is outside of Edmonton. It sure is.
Oh, he's confirmed
sure
his
is.
his location. We appreciate that. All right, so he gets the $25 gift card to Hudson's Canada's Pub. Now, hopefully that's not the last mystery athlete for the season. Hopefully we got another one Thursday. We do it every order is game day.
Mm-hmm.
So congratulations to Mike outside of Edmonton. We better, Paul. You know what? It's a game. It's a game day. So Paul Stanley stuck around. And keep giving us the thumbs up on YouTube. If you haven't already, we want to get to 155 thumbs. We need exactly 30, so certainly doable here. We still have an hour left in the show, but don't be a pleasure delayer. If you have not yet clicked, please get in there and do so. Inferior Wood says, can't wait to see Glue Guy and the Yellowhead Pub in the same picture. That's not where you were.
No, see, the pictures currently, I'm looking at it right now. This is where I would have been, but it's from last summer. These pictures are clearly not from today.
Right.
Because there's still snow in the ditches. So once it gets uploaded, I think there's a good chance that you'll see me on Google Street View.
Let me see.
Riveting, I know.
Yeah, so I'm looking at my street. Yeah, my street was updated July 2025. So they must do it every year or so. It's a yearly custom that became an annual tradition.
Now, this isn't right.
What?
Well, I'm trying to get this right onto that service road. So maybe it should have been right here. Give me the street view from the Yellowhead. I don't want that. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Who is this? Is it? I'm sorry, I can't. I got trouble seeing here. Is it Del Riata? I don't know if I'm saying your handle right. The city of Edmonton covers approximately. Well, then that's blanked out. The larger Edmonton metropolitan region spans. The numbers didn't come through, accounting for 0.99185 of the total global surface. So a little under 1%. Now, does that include the water or just the land?
Good question.
It's got to be just the land. Because if you included all the water, Edmonton wouldn't be 1% of it.
Can't be.
No, it can't be. Whatever that
685 kilometers squared? That's Edmonton?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Sure it does. Huh.
That's not that much, though, if you think about it, how the vast nature of the planet.
So I was wrong with 99.99999%.
Well, we'll never know. There's really no way to find out. You can text us at 780-218-9999. River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Tap 25 happy hour. $5.25 drinks. All beers, including bottle and draft, import and domestic. Select premium well highballs and select premium wine. Served at Tap 25, Center Bar, Onyx, and on the casino floor. Available Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. rivercreeresort.com. Blue Jays top of the second against the Red Sox. No score. Red Sox do have runners on first and third with 2 out. We'll keep an eye on that game. Buffalo and Boston about to start. Let's jump into, and by the way, Tom Gazzola coming up in about 10 minutes. Let's jump into buying or selling for Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com, or the Instagram handle of Damon Bunting Real Estate. We'll touch on this a little bit. Of course, we'll dive more into it once we get closer to the CFL season. New playoff format for 2027. Now, first of all, the season's going to start earlier. The regular season will start on the May long weekend. The Grey Cup will be November 7th. This is something that has been talked about for a while, is trying to move the playoffs up so they're in a little warmer weather, which I don't think is a bad idea. I was on, I can't remember what day it was, but I'm on the Nielsen show every Thursday morning. Mm-hmm. It was Dusty was away, so it was Lieutenant Eric and Dave Jameson. And somehow I brought up the McIntyre playoff system, which has an 8-team. There are several variations on it. One of which is an 8-team format in which the top 4 teams get a second life. In other words, you can lose a playoff game and still win the championship.
Correct.
The CFL is basically going to this, a variation of it. 8 out of 9 teams will make the playoffs. They'll all play on the opening weekend. Seeds 5 through 8 will play elimination games. The loser is out. The losers of the games between the top 2 teams in each division will get a second life and play the winners of the other games. I don't mind. Like I'm nerdy about playoff formats and different ways to structure seasons and playoffs. I don't mind that structure in and of itself. I think it's kind of interesting. I don't know if it works that well in a league that already has a pretty long regular season with 18 games. I don't know if it works that well when it's that long of a regular season to eliminate one team. And I think that would be my pushback about it. The format itself is kind of fun. I might like it better if it was an 18-team league, or something like that. I do get it. It's probably going to be more TV revenue. More people want to watch playoff games. I'm not thrilled about the 8th place team in a 9-team league getting a postseason berth. It could create some interesting jockeying for playoff positions because, all right, we finish in the top 2 in our division. We'll get at least one home game, and we can have a bad week and still win the championship. It also creates the opportunity to be those 5 or 6 seeds and at least try to get a home game. But overall, I would say I'm not enamored with it.
Well, okay. First off, this is a money grab. That's it. Money grab. They want more playoff revenue, more gate revenue, more TV revenue. Nobody should be surprised. Nobody should be surprised. That is why this is happening.
Right.
Secondly, I, much like the rule changes, need to wait and see what happens. Okay? You could make arguments, and the purists, the CFL purists, must be losing their minds right now. First, new commissioner Stuart Johnston comes in and changes the rules. 55-yard lines in the chat.
Upset.
Yeah. As
Talk about the
55-yard line should be.
Talk about the most pessimistic person we know.
Right. For good reason. So now Stuart Johnston goes and changes the playoff structure, which, like I said, for purists, not going to go over well. I myself want to wait and see. I think, because the initial argument is that, well, the regular season is not going to be as important. Well, actually, the regular season could become quite a bit more important. If you're battling it out for that final playoff spot, or you're shuffling for seeding for a home playoff game in the second tier,
sure,
or if you're still gunning for the top seed in the West or the East, I think it's just going to add a different level of playoff races to it. The Elks will probably make the playoffs.
Well, they would have made it. The last couple of years.
Let's be serious. That's a positive. But I'm a wait and see. That's my attitude towards this, is wait and see. But yeah, I can understand frustrations from hardcore CFL fans that there's just simply been too much change too fast.
Well, I still say I would change the playoffs, but as I always say, I would get rid of the divisions and just have 1 through 6. Top 2 get a bye. They host the league semifinals.
But this is closer to
that.
Your utopic view of the playoffs.
And this could lead to a West versus West Grey Cup.
Yes, best on best.
So the league semifinals would still have 1 game in the East and 1 game in the West, but the 2 visiting teams could be from the same division.
That's right.
The Elks have taken Dariel Yabome. I'm guessing that's how that's said.
Yeah, Rutgers.
Rutgers linebacker, 6'2", 235 pounds, 3rd overall. As the CFL draft is going on right now. Dariel, I would assume it's Yabome or Yabame. It's Dgabome. I apologize. I don't know how to say the name. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. Buying or selling for Damon Bunting. You got anything for me quick?
Yeah. Okay. This is a downer.
Okay.
If the Oilers were to stub their toe again and lose tonight, what's going to be the most criticized part of this team moving forward immediately?
Oh, I don't know. Like from our listeners?
Yeah. I think it's simple. I think it's going to be Coach Knoblauch.
It'll be probably Knoblauch.
Yeah.
Short term.
Short term, immediate. Yeah. But can the Oilers flip the script? Can they do it? Can they force Anaheim to, as I just said about the Oilers, stub their toes? Be a toe stubbing fest.
Yeah.
Can they do it?
Can the Oilers win this series? I do not think they can. Again, I do not. If you ask me to give my prediction for tonight's game in one word, I would say Anaheim. So no, and I do not believe the Oilers can win 3 games in a row against the Ducks. Just how the series has gone, I know.
Yeah, that's fair. Reid.
I know things have flipped. I've seen series flip. I've seen teams who look down and out. I know this edition of the Oilers team with a lot of these core players have forced a Game 7 down 3-0, have won series down 2-0 and 2-1 and 3-2. But I also think that runs out after a while. And even though the Oilers are 7 years in the playoffs, it doesn't always work out every year. This just doesn't feel like the year to do it. And it's kind of felt that way all year if you look back on it. So unfortunately, I'm selling on the Oilers pulling off an amazing rally, and I'm even selling on them winning tonight. I'm sorry, everybody, but that's just how I feel. That's me looking at it with the way my brain analyzes it.
Well, there has been some pessimistic chat in the nasty chat today. Barbershop Window says if we lose, we'll have to listen to CFL talk for 5 months. That's the bad news. Jay Cerner, that's Jode, says I'm not even good enough to be most pessimistic. How sad.
All right, if you haven't given us a thumbs up on YouTube, please do so. We need 20 thumbs to get to 155, which is our playoff threshold, and that would put some good vibes out into the universe as well. We got to take a quick time out. Remember, we're with you until 6:30, and then the guy who's going to take over the stream at 6:30 will join us next. My buddy Tom Gazzola coming up.
The Oilers trail 3-1 against the Ducks entering Game 5. Connor McDavid, Jason Dickinson, both game-time decisions. Connor Ingram gets a start with Tom Gazzola. Ben Thompson teeing things up during the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Tommy, live on location at the Canadian Ice House for both pre- and post-game coverage. Catch that right here on EST. They hit the airwaves starting at 6:30. Meanwhile, Buffalo can clinch a series win of 3-1 on Boston. Puck drop for that game in mere moments. And at 6 o'clock, the Wild and Stars, they face off. That series tied at 2-2. To the CFL draft, the Elks have selected Daryl Jabome, a linebacker out of Rutgers University, 3rd overall. In other CFL news, the league is expanding their playoff format in 2027 to 8 total teams. Round 1 will have 2 division showdowns and play-in games. Round 2 as single elimination, then it's a semis and Grey Cup after that. On the court, there's 3 NBA games on tap. 76ers Celtics underway. Game 5 early second quarter. Boston up 26-21. They also lead 3-1 in the series. And over to baseball. End of the second inning. Jays, Red Sox runless with Boston up to bat. Tom Gazzola up next here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
EST Afternoons.
JC Abbott from 3 Down Nation, a new playoff format. I know a lot of people are kind of wait and see mode. What are your thoughts on what went down today?
I'm not a fan of the new playoff format. To me, it comes across as a blatant cash grab. TV money being a big driver here, and that's a positive. The trade-off that you've done here is you've completely hamstrung your regular season. It no longer means anything.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Your home for great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
God, I wish I could meet somebody like you online. She's got me in the friend zone.
Don't miss Morgan Jay's musical comedy May 23rd. 9 p.m. show is sold out. Second 6 p.m. show added. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. Oilers Ducks tonight. Rogers Place. Oilers trying to keep their season going. Huge game. 780-218-9999. You can text us, River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. The email is j@edmontonsportstalk.com. You can also use reid@edmontonsportstalk.com. You can post in the nasty chat on YouTube. And if you are there on YouTube, subscribe to Edmonton Sports Talk if you haven't already. And if you haven't given this show a thumbs up, this episode of the show, let's get on it. 19 thumbs to get to that playoff threshold of 100 and... So let's do it. And let's go to downtown Edmonton. The heart of downtown Edmonton. And the heart of my life. Tom Gazzola standing by. Hey, Tom.
Oh, my God. What an intro.
Thanks, buddy.
I heart you, Reid and Jay. Let's go. I mean, this unfortunately might be the last time we get to do this. I was listening to you guys a lot, opening hour and a half before I had to get ready to come back down here to the Ice House. And both of you made great cases for why this season continues and why the season doesn't continue after tonight. Seems like a lot of nervous energy, but overall good vibes down here in downtown Edmonton and in the Ice District. But I think there's also naturally some nervousness with the fans here.
Well, for sure. And I guess the central part of this debate, Tom, about does this series continue, I mean, it comes down to the fact is, can the Oilers play better? All right? I mean, when you've lost 3 of the 4 games, can you play better? I mean, my argument is no. And my argument is the Ducks are doing things to stop the Oilers from playing well. Jay's argument is more, well, no, there are things here that the Oilers can and will be able to do. I mean, that's really the heart of it, right?
Very valid on both fronts. The reason why they can't do it better is because they've shown us essentially all season they are limited in their ability to rise. I would point to the fact that they only had 2 actual winning streaks this season, won 3 games in the other 5, which is very concerning. That's not being pessimistic. I know that was a theme of the show, but that's a fact. Now, where Jay's argument is completely valid is you have 2 of the best players in the world and a bunch of guys that have been to Stanley Cup finals, and they know how to handle these situations. They play their best with the back against the wall mentality, and they have risen. So my hope is that they can do what Jay is asking for. So that's in my heart, speaking of hearts, but in my mind, what we've witnessed from this team, what we've seen in this series, being down at the rink, listening, talking to people with the team and around the team, I have some very serious concern about tonight. I want to be wrong. I want my heart to win over my mind tonight for the sake of this fan base.
Tom, what you just alluded to there, I'm glad you did, because I was going to bring it up. You've been down at the rink. You were there for morning skate. Is this Reid talked about it earlier and asked Bellsy, is this when you get guys coming in the locker room and they're like, locked in, let's go, or is it like, what are the vibes like knowing that this team is up against it? Their backs are against the wall. Is this a quiet confidence, or is this concerning to you?
Concerning to me is more where I'm leaning. Speaking of Bellsy, he just showed up. He looks very fly. Looking good, buddy. Yeah, give me the head nod there. Today in the room, the right things were said, Jay. Today in the room, I didn't see a quiet confidence. I didn't feel a quiet confidence. My sense, being around this team forever, almost 2 decades now, a group that very much understands the predicament it's in, and one that I gleaned is just going to go out there and try to get a win and kind of shrug their shoulders and hope for the best the rest of the way, because I think everything that they've punched with, the Ducks have had a very potent counter punch every time. So, yeah, and tank's empty, man. The tank's empty. These guys are banged up. and they know it. And we'll see if they can, dig deep one last time and make sure that hopefully they extend the season at home. And then who knows what could happen in Game 6. Because I think you also made a good point earlier in the show where you said pressure's on Anaheim. If the Oilers win tonight, pressure's on Anaheim going back. But, I have my reason for caution and concern.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair, Tom. And I mean, Anaheim, I got a lot of respect for what Anaheim has done. And streaks and slumps are real. And right now, Anaheim is flying. I mean, they started the season 11-3-1.
Yeah.
And then they had a stretch from December 22nd to January 10th. That was 9 games. They didn't win a game.
Yep.
Then after that, they won 7 in a row. They're all over the map. And then they finished the season late in the season. They had a 6-game winless skid. They only won 2 games of their last 10.
Yeah, they were 2-6-2.
Yeah. So, but now they've picked it up again, and that's the thing is I don't get the sense that the Oilers are coming. Like I get the sense right now Anaheim is in the groove. I don't think Anaheim is good enough, or I don't think they're there yet that they can stay in that groove for 2 months. But I do think they can do it tonight, especially Edmonton, since Edmonton seems to be out of their groove and injured and maybe not feeling it to the extent that they would like.
Yeah. It's kind of a harsh reality, but who knows? Like crazy things can happen in the playoffs, but there's a lot of stuff stacking up against the Oilers going into tonight and the rest of the series, unfortunately. And I don't like highlighting it or anything like that, but it's just you've got to be realistic at some point.
Do you think?
And I was just going to end it with my point about this. With this, it doesn't mean it's the end of the world for the team. It doesn't mean they need to blow it up. I said it at the start of the year. This is going to be a tough year. It's going to be a step back year, and sadly, it looks like I'm probably going to be right.
Did you get? I mean, I speculate both McDavid and Dickinson will play. I know Dickinson missed a couple games in this series. Like, is there any chance it's? I don't know if you heard anything down there. Like, is there any chance one or both of those guys isn't actually in tonight once it's game time?
The only thing I was told is expect Doc in for Lazar. So that tells me that McDavid and Dickinson are going to play. They just took the option. And listen, Troy Terry hasn't taken a morning skate all series.
Right.
He's played every game. So, if one or both of those guys can't go tonight, something has to be so bad with their injuries that they can't scrape themselves together and get out there, or the medical team can't give them enough to put them on the ice, whatever that is, treatment and shots of whatever they give them. But I think we're going to see both of those guys out there.
All right. Who's coming up on the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show today?
Well, Belzy's here. So it's always great. And then we'll have you, Reid, Rick, I think around just after, 7?
After I have my wings. Yeah.
After you the wings on the fine crew here at Ice House. They'll take care of that for you, Mr. Reid Wilkins. And then my old colleague and VP of marketing for the Edmonton Oilers, Dan Cote-Rosen, who oversees the brand, how things look, what people wear, the hats that you see that are available in the store, the jerseys that are worn on the ice. DCR is the man in charge, and he's a smart, sharp cookie, and I look forward to tapping into some of his ideas and thoughts with this team and its aesthetic, and obviously we'll talk about what's happened on the ice as well.
All right. Tom, thanks so much. I'll see you there in a little bit, buddy. Look forward to it.
I love it. Thank you, darling.
How about Okamoto here? 2-run. Oh, he got thrown out at second, but he cashed in 2 runs. They scored before he was thrown out. So Jays go up 2-0 in the bottom of the third. I think, was it Jimenez and Vladdy that scored? Not sure who the first. No, somebody who was. I didn't catch the first guy across the plate. Anyway, Okamoto's been hitting well lately.
He did drive in Vladdy and
who was on third there?
His name always escapes me. The guy that slid into home plate and barely got tagged out in the World Series. Is
he safe? Are they going to challenge it? Oh, he got tagged right in the face too, sliding into second base.
Jimenez.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that what I said? What did I say?
I didn't know. You said Swart.
I don't know what I said. Are the Blue Jays challenging this play at second base?
They are.
They are, because he might have beat the tag. And the Red Sox fielder, when he swung his glove for the tag, he nailed Okamoto right across the nose. Okay, so we'll do word of the day now too. Let's see how this review goes first, because usually the one thing about baseball is the reviews usually don't take too long. They've done a pretty good job just keeping it moving. Now he's putting the oven mitt back on, like they think he's safe here. So he drives it into the gap, right-handed hitter over the head of the left fielder. Actually, more to straightaway left. Jimenez in easily. Vladdy comes around to score. Throw goes to second. And Okamoto put his hand up right away, like, "Hey, let's look at this." I'm surprised it's taken this long. Because usually they can slow it down and you can tell right away. Okamoto's walked back out to second base. Okay, here's the replay. So a head first slide, right hand. I think he's safe, isn't he?
Jeez,
did the glove clip his right forearm? They're showing another angle.
No, but his helmet kind of got jarred loose when he slid and came forward further. They called him out.
Okay. Now they could also just say we're going with the call on the field. We didn't hear the announcement, but Blue Jays don't like it. But nonetheless, they go up 2-0. Joe in the nasty chat says, "Who's on first, Reid?" I have no idea. Yeah, they don't like it. Schneider's out to argue. Usually the video review they don't really argue because it's like, well, okay, I asked for the challenge. Let's do the words of the day for Edmonton Public Library. Your free EPL card can do more than you might expect, from books, movies, and video games to digital resources, creative spaces, and learning opportunities. There's something for everyone across Edmonton. Sign up online at EPL.ca/sign-up or visit any of EPL's 21 locations to get started today.
The word of the day with Reid and Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
What do they got to say?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you.
Let's find out.
English, do you speak it? Then you know what I'm saying.
Anyone watching on YouTube who has not given this show a thumbs up, get in there and do it. We are at 147 thumbs. The playoff threshold is 155. So if you think I'm putting out negative mojo, you can cancel it out by getting us to 155.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, here's the situation, Reid.
All right.
Yesterday, being Monday, that's usually a Bootski's day for words of the day.
Okay.
It would have been edition number 17. However, he texted me in.
Who's counting them?
He is. He sent me an email and he said, "I have no words."
He's run out of language.
So he sent them in today. Now, this is usually the same day Les Sweet sends them in. So here's what I'm going to do, fellas.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm going to give a word from Les, and I'm going to give a word from a Bootski, edition number 17, and then we'll have a secondary word for tomorrow's words of the day. Capiche?
Sure, whatever you need, Jay.
Okay, Les Sweet.
Am I still doing
First
2
word.
words? Is that what I heard?
You're doing 2 words, young man.
Still doing 2 words. Normal word doage.
First word, torpor.
Torpor.
Yeah, and I have no idea if I'm pronouncing this correct because I'm going into it blind.
Didn't you look these up earlier? Torpor. You always tell me to keep it simple. Simplify like the orders need to. Torpor. Torpor. I got it. Does this have anything to do with water?
Oh, somebody took my thing out. What? Does it have anything to do with water?
Somebody took.
What's missing?
Hey, Jason Mayo, did somebody take your thing out?
What's going on here? You know what this is?
The board's all different.
It says wrong.
Okay.
So no, it doesn't have anything
I'll
to
need
do
a
with
sentence then. I'll need a sentence.
Jablonski's extended period of torpor was close to a state of hibernation.
So it's like extreme inactivity or laziness. It kind of gives it away. And
1.5 out of 2.
I like how you worked Jablonski in it. Was that the sentence that Jablonski sent in?
Provided.
Or that was less? Okay.
provided a sentence.
So torpor is like if you're just kind of like, you're almost just sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah, it's the actual definition is a state of not being active and having no energy or enthusiasm.
Okay.
Abutski, Stoughton.
Reid Wilkins in the nasty chat. Is that a thing in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? It works too.
It works. Stoughton.
Well, that is it's a famous Manitoba curler.
Not him.
Stoughton.
Was it Jeff Stoughton?
Jeff Stoughton.
Stoughton.
I'll just go with my gut. Stouten.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So I simplified. Let that be a lesson to all of you.
Simplify.
Stoughton. I'm going to need a sentence.
I wouldn't overthink.
Okay,
is this definition?
Is this
either.
the process of squishing something to make it stouter in appearance?
Sure. To make or become stout, thicker, or stronger.
Yes. Okay.
So 3.5.
The
out
Oilers
of 4.
must stouten their defensive play.
They must stouten their defensive play. Yes. 3.5 out of 4. Not bad, Reid.
Yeah, that's good.
Hey, but we're not going anywhere yet.
No, we're here till 6:30, and so we'll stay with you until the bottom of the hour. You Savage with a strikeout, his second of the game in the top of the fourth. Blue Jays up 2-0 on the Red Sox. We need 3 thumbs for 155. So if you haven't clicked, please get in there and do so. Koob will have another sports update. Here is the 6 o'clock break.
2 guys and a goalie.
The Oilers losing in round 1 is better for this team in the long run. Hire it or fire it.
I'm going to hire it.
It sucks to say,
it
but
does. We've been waiting all year for them to show that championship pedigree. But you can't tell me a team that's only won 3 games in a row twice over the whole season is that team.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said, great job. Happy hour. Your boss said, per my last email. Ugh, emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
Your home for great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
God, I wish I could meet somebody like you online. She's got me in the friend zone.
Don't miss Morgan Jay's musical comedy May 23rd. 9 p.m. show is sold out. Second 6 p.m. show added. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
The Blue Jays are back for their 50th season. Whether you're swinging for the fences or tackling backyard spring projects, get the space you need with Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of the Toronto Blue Jays. Try 4 weeks free today. Visit sentinelstorage.ca for details.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
Game 5 between the Oilers and Ducks. Edmonton trailing 3-1 in the series. Connor McDavid, Jason Dickinson, both game time decisions. It's Connor Ingram suiting up in between the pipes and live now in the NHL. Sabres Bruins underway. Buffalo 1-0 lead over Boston. 5 minutes left in the first. Rasmus Dahlin on the board, scoring on the power play. Buffalo looking to close out the series, leading 3-1. And back in Edmonton, of course, Oilers-Ducks Game 5. It's Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson on the airwaves for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Tommy, pre- and post-game coverage live from the Canadian Ice House. Tune in at 6:30 only on EST. At 6 o'clock, Wild Stars, they go at it, tied 2-2 in their series. And in the CFL draft, the Elks have selected Daryl Jabome, a linebacker out of Rutgers University, 3rd overall. In other CFL news, the league is expanding their playoff format in 2027 to 8 teams. Round 1 will have 2 division showdowns and play-in games. Round 2 as single elimination, then it's a semis and Grey Cup after that. To the NBA, Celtics up 50-43 against the 76ers, looking to close things out in 5 games, leading 3-1 in the series. About 3 minutes left in the second in that game. And over to the majors, the Jays and Red Sox in action midway through the 4th. Toronto leading 2-0. Dalton Varsho up to bat for the Bluebirds. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. Hour 4 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
Well, good evening. 5 minutes after 6, extended edition of the Reid Wilkins Show with Jason Milne, getting you ready for the huge, it is a must-win, huge Oilers playoff game against the Anaheim Ducks. Anaheim leading the best of 7, 3-1, trying to eliminate the Oilers tonight. Edmonton trying to stay alive and force Game 6 in Anaheim. That would be Thursday night, time TBD, probably would be a 7:30 or 8 o'clock Mountain Time start. Jay just flipped over to Buffalo, Boston. I mean, they're just going crazy in Buffalo. They're already up 1-0. I mean, like Boston missed the net on a scoring opportunity, and the fans reacted like. But I mean, I'm not like good for them. Like, get into it. Like, yeah, why not? I'm not saying Edmonton fans don't. I'm just saying like they got a good vibe going there.
This got sent in to me by Grumpy Cat. This is now written in his office cubicle.
Nothing improper can be efficient. When did you say that?
Early.
Was that today? I don't remember.
Season.
Oh, the
Coob was saying it's efficient.
Playoff season.
And I said nothing improper can be efficient. He also adds that we were talking about Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. That would go in a goof-up category if we still did that. That was the player we were referencing.
He's the one who slid last year.
Yes.
Yeah, but now he's on another team, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
And I was referencing him when I was thinking about Jimenez.
Right.
Forgive me.
And I may have misidentified Jimenez, but
we've probably misidentified several athletes on this show.
Well, when you're watching a game, like when I used to do Inside Sports, like there'd be hockey on, and the TV was like hanging from the ceiling. So sometimes you'd look up and be like, hey, somebody just scored.
Do your best.
No idea. Here are the 5 players on the ice. So they're all getting a plus.
True enough.
And then you'd have to wait for the replay.
Poop Stains is in the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. He says, in the world of suits downtown Edmonton, is Tommy considered a top eligible bachelor?
What?
This is what he asked.
Why not?
Or would he need to drive something fancier and be CEO of EST? I don't think Tom needs to drive anything fancy.
No,
he's got all the goods right there.
Tom's quite good. We have hit our playoff thumb threshold. We're over 155 on YouTube, so now we'll just see how high we can go. And are you kidding me? Oilers Ducks tonight at 8:20. Kris Knoblauch.
Well, I think the start.
Oops. Oh, my program crashed, everybody. I'm sorry. Sometimes it does that. It'll just close. Well, maybe I hit the X button. It's also entirely...
It's that big cursor you use.
Well,
it's
this cursor's so big, it's on everything. It takes up the entire screen. We can load that again here. in a second. Tom's live at the Ice House. That's where he did his hit from. Here's Knoblauch, keys to tonight's game.
Well, I think the start, and I think 3 of the 4 games we've had a pretty good start. We've had leads in every game. We just have to maintain that lead. I think a lot of it has to do with discipline, not taking unnecessary penalties, untimely penalties, allowing them to get back in the game. I think that's one thing, but we're not going to win this series in the first period or the first shift. It's going to take a little more than that. But all we can do tonight is for each player to win their shift, and hopefully we can win tonight and put a little bit of pressure on them going back into their building, and maybe they feel that that's a must-win game for them. But as you said, it's just one game at a time.
Yeah, stay out of the penalty box. Try to make the Ducks feel a little bit of pressure. The Ducks do not, they've handled it very well when they've been behind. And then again, just that feeling, Jay, when the game has been tied, that sort of feeling that the Ducks are going to get the next one. And I know the Oilers have scored some big goals. I know they won game 1. They tied game 2, but then Anaheim wins that one. Game 3, we know how game 4 went. Ducks were down 2-0. They tie it. They're down 3-2. They still tie it, and then they get that goal in overtime.
There's never been the feeling that the Oilers are in control of the game.
Yeah, there's been times the Oilers have played well. I don't want to act like they've never played well. I mean, they're not losing 8-0
sure
or anything
they have.
like that. But you've never felt like the Ducks are kind of on the ropes, I guess is what I'm saying. The only time was after the first period of game 1. And at that point, it's like, well, it's going to be a long series. The Oilers aren't going to roll them. So we'll see. I mean, I think the Oilers are banged up. Special teams haven't been great. I think Anaheim's rolling, so that's why I kind of think Anaheim can finish it tonight. But I understand, it's still close, and there are some really good players on the Oilers who have done really good things in big games before. So maybe that'll happen. Will happen tonight. 780-218-9999. If you want to text us, that's the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Who's that? Kyle
Siebert Audio.
Big W coming tonight. I can feel it. McDavid with 2 goals and an assist. That'd be a hell of a performance.
Well, if the Oilers' top dogs step up and play like they're capable of, now whether they're 100% or not, I certainly don't think so with McDavid. Draisaitl came back from injury.
Yeah.
But if they can step up and play a game that resembles their style of play, if Zach Hyman, Vasily Podkolzin, Trent Frederick, Colton Dach hit everything.
Yeah.
Hit everything that moves, make them not want to touch the puck.
Yeah.
Then that's a recipe for success.
Yeah. I just think it's a lot of ifs given the way the series has gone.
Absolutely, Reid.
And I guess sort of that feeling with how Anaheim is never really on the ropes, because even when most of the time, even when the Oilers have led, the Ducks have still been getting the majority of the chances. It's not as if when the Oilers have had a lead, Anaheim's been like, oh my God, we're down, and there were 12 minutes left, and now there's 6 minutes left, and we haven't got a chance in those 6 minutes. How are we going to get another one in the final 6 minutes? That's never really happened. The best the Oilers did at boxing Anaheim out was probably the third period in game 1 when the Oilers were playing catch-up most of the period. Mm-hmm. And Anaheim probably looks back on that and says, you know what, we were probably too passive, even though we had the lead. You just haven't seen Anaheim go away or shrink back. But hey,
it's a new game.
It's a new game. Crazy things happen. Hockey can be a game of bounces. Hopefully the Oilers maybe can earn some bounces tonight. Final 2 minutes of the first period. Buffalo leading Boston 6-5. So a much better first period than the last one for Boston.
Yes.
Talking about trying to improve and stay alive, but they're likely still going to be behind at the end of the period. You know what's interesting? There's so much talk in the Central Division. Oh, Dallas and Minnesota are going to beat the crap out of each other, and Colorado benefits. Well, what about Montreal and Tampa Bay, and then Buffalo benefits? Or do you think that's a different animal? I don't know. Boston has, I thought Buffalo would win the series. It's been, especially as it's gone on, it's been more and more in favor of Buffalo. So if Buffalo finishes it off tonight, and that Tampa Bay Montreal series, that is battleground alpha, as the kids like to say. I don't know what kid says that. So is that not comparable?
Sure. Why isn't it? And by the way, if Buffalo finishes off Boston tonight, that will be one perfect prediction by one Jay Milne.
Did you have Sabres in
5?
Yeah, I think I said Sabres in 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you were pretty confident in the Sabres. Well, Boston almost got
I picked them to win a Stanley Cup.
Actually, from what we've seen, Boston hasn't been bad in this period.
No, they've been putting the pressure on. That's for sure. Talk about tilted ice, Reid.
All right, we'll do one more timeout, one more update for the Coupe. We'll wrap it up, and then we'll hand it over to Tom. The game is 2 hours and 5 minutes away.
$8 puck drop. Oilers Ducks tonight. Game 5. Edmonton in the hole. Backs up against the wall. Do or die situation. Down 3-1. Connor McDavid, Jason Dickinson, both game time decisions. Connor Ingram gets a start in between the pipes. Join Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson. They tee up the game during the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Tommy with pre and post game coverage live from the Canadian Ice House. Tune in at 6:30. Only on EST. 2 other games on tap in the NHL. First intermission, Sabres up 1-0 off the stick of Rasmus Dahlin. Buffalo looking to close things out in 5, and it's... already underway. Wild Stars early in the contest, about 4 minutes into action of the opening frame. Zeros across the board, and it's tied at 2 aside in the series. To the CFL draft, the Elks have selected Daryl Jabome, a linebacker out of Rutgers University, 3rd overall. In other CFL news, the league is expanding their playoff format in 2027 to 8 teams. Round 1 will have 2 division showdowns and play-in games. Round 2 is single elimination, then it's off to the semis and Grey Cup after that. To the hardwood. 3 games around the association today. At halftime, the 76ers down by 7-2. The Celtics, Boston leading 3-1 in the series and just getting underway. It's the Hawks and Knicks in Game 5. 2-2 series tie. 7:30 tip-off. Blazers take on the Spurs. Portland looking to avoid elimination, down 3-1. For the Jays, they're in action against the Red Sox right now, top of the 5th. 2-0 lead for Toronto. 2 outs there for Boston. Treyas Savage, season debut, still on the mound for Toronto. The final segment of the Reid Wilkins Show brings us back after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
One shopper. Finding something I never knew I needed. A jacket. A deal. One donor. Letting go of something so someone else can move forward.
One program participant.
Learning.
Trying.
Building skills.
Building confidence.
Building a future.
One purchase. One donation.
One job. One choice.
Goodwill is
the power of one. The power of one. The power of one.
The power of one.
Goodwill Industries of Alberta. It all starts with one.
The oil stream.
Is McDavid going to be held off the score sheet? Probably not, because it's so rare.
Surprised, buddy.
Yeah, there's so many elements to that game, like you were outlining, and then a few more, that it really wasn't a typical Oilers playoff game. And also the fact that the depth scoring got the job done for the Oilers is another sign it wasn't a typical Oilers playoff game.
The oil stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
The Canadian Brewhouse is not a quiet place to watch the game. We're a goal horn blaring, tankard raising, stranger hugging, lose your voice kind of a place. No inside voices, no empty seats, no bad angles. Just playoff hockey, the way it's supposed to feel. With your friends, the ones you brought and the ones you just met. If you want quiet, stay home. If you want to feel it, book your spot now in the loudest room in the city. This is our house, the Canadian Brewhouse.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Believe in me, the dreams that I foresee. Believe in me, believe in me, believe in me, the dreams that I foresee. Believe in me, yeah, yeah, yeah. Believe in me, the dreams that I foresee. Believe in me, believe in me, believe in me, the dreams that I foresee. Believe in me, yeah, yeah, yeah.
What are you talking about, Coop?
No, the clip is only 30 seconds long.
This is not the whole song. Is that you?
Yeah.
How come we never played that part before?
We've never let it run.
Wait, so is that the whole song or not?
No, it's a longer
Why is
song
it
than
so
30
short?
seconds.
Oh, it goes longer than that?
Well, there's
What's
more to
going
the
on?
song.
How do you not have the whole song, Coop? What happened? Who edited it?
I thought that was a full song. Maybe I did it. I don't know. It's been like 2 years.
That's the ending of the song.
Oh, it kicks in at the end of the song.
Okay, well, I'll make sure I go check the track and get the full.
North Shore
thing
really
stacked.
ramps it up at the end of the song.
So that was Jason Milne on the lead vocals. That was North Shore?
Yes, sir.
So that was the first album.
No, Brody was the first album. North Shore was the
North
second
Shore was
album.
the
You got to
second
get
one.
this
I
all
forgot
on
already.
Spotify.
Well, is your stuff on Spotify?
No.
You got to get it up there.
But believe in me, that's
We
the
made-
theme for
That is, yes.
That was beautiful.
for members of the Edmonton Oilers tonight.
What do they
Well,
call
it's a
that?
perfect song
A
to
crescendo.
lead into the end of this show.
Yeah.
Get you set for the GCL Diesel pregame show. Tom Gazzola on location at Ice House. Belzy's going to be joining him.
Yeah.
The one and only Benny Thompson will be back here holding court at EST Global HQ. What a crew.
Connor McDavid is a finalist for the Ted Lindsay Trophy. MVP is voted on by the players. Celebrini and Kucherov also in the mix. Draisaitl was asked for his thoughts on McDavid being a finalist.
I mean, it's the least surprising thing that I've heard all morning.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if anybody was expecting that answer.
It is an interesting answer.
But that's honest.
It's very honest.
What do you think of McDavid being a Lindsay finalist?
I mean, it's the least surprising thing that I've heard all morning.
Defenseman Connor Murphy talking about the level the Oilers are at right now.
I think the care is there. I don't think we've shown it yet. I don't think we've shown. I don't know if I'd say intensity or just the speed or the connectivity of our game hasn't been at that level yet. So I think that's a sign that we can get there and then string wins when we do get there. So our backs against the wall. It has to be now. And this team's been in situations like this and been on deep runs the last couple of years and knows how to play to that level.
Well, yeah, it has to be now. I mean, he says yet, but yes, that has to be tonight. Mm-hmm. Has to be tonight because it is a good old must win. We can finally say that for the Edmonton Oilers. The D pairings at the morning skate were changed around from what we usually see. Nurse with Bouchard, Wallman with Murphy, Ekholm with Emberson.
I think there'll be a lot of mix and action with the defense, especially with some penalty kill rotation, stuff like that. So I think it was just more of getting guys used to playing with a different partner. And morning skate, it's not very much. We're not getting much out of that. Anyways, I don't think there's chemistry being built on that. But I think tonight there'll be maybe a little more mixing.
Well, no doubt about it. You got to go with the combinations that you think are working tonight, whether it's on defense or up front. Up front, McDavid and Dickinson are both game time decisions. They didn't take the morning skate. I mean, I certainly would expect both guys to play, but I guess we'll find out when they come out for the warm-up, which is probably going to be in a little under 2 hours from now. Connor Ingram will be the goaltender in this series. He's 1-2 with a 4.70 goals against average and an 849 save percentage. Dostal at the other end is 3-1, 3.75 goals against average and an 878 save percentage. We'll see if the Oilers can make his night a little busier than it has been, certainly from games 3 and 4. And Ingram's going to try to keep the season alive. All right, Jay, your play of the day on Play Alberta. These people can still jump in there on it.
Yes, Oilers -1.5. That has been boosted to +163. So about 2.6 to 1. Or no, sorry.
Ooh. So we'd have to keep going 5.2. What's
26 to 10?
Right. So 13 to 5.
13 to 5.
13 to 5.
13 to 5.
Yeah.
For those who like whole numbers.
Right.
The Oilers got to win by 2 or more goals. That is up there. Dusty's play of the day, Evan Bouchard, 1 or more power play points. That's boosted to 150. The early bird bet, Oilers money line, McDavid and Draisaitl 2 points each. That's +190. And the good old I still believe,
Awanak,
Edmonton Oilers to win the series 4-3 +400.
Okay. Well, we're going to find out. Tom Gazzola coming up in 5 minutes from Ice House, GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. On behalf of Zachary Kubish and Jason Milne, I'm Reid Wilkins. Enjoy Game 5. Ducks at